Welcome everybody to NUFC Talk TV. Newcastle United versus Ipswich at St. James's Park. Me and Gary here on this call. Welcome, Gary. How you doing, mate? Do you hear me? I don't hear you. You're muted. There we go. All good. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's true. Well, that's the main. Exactly. That's the main thing. And for some reason, we don't see you on screen. So let me see what the heck is happening here. Let me see. Let's see if that gets fixed. Let us know if you see Gary on the screen.
I'm
but
hidden.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
just
there we
the
go.
voice
Now I see you.
inside your head.
Now we see you. And well, first of all, hit the like button, please. Everybody, hit the like button. Help us out. It's easy. It's cheap. It's free. Just hit the like button to help us support the channel. And subscribe if you're new. And of course, become a member if you can. You're getting exclusive content, giveaways every month. And so become an NTTV Plus member. You can choose the cheaper version as well if you want to. If you want to support, you get different perks depending on the level that you choose. So choose wisely. And right now, Chelsea Everton playing right now. 1-0 up is Chelsea. So there you go. We're gonna get into the lineups. We're gonna get into all of that in just 1 second. But Ipswich, I mean, it's one of the most accessible teams that we can play at this point in with 5 games left. So we should just come out. How should we do it? I mean, Eddie Howe coming back to the sidelines for after being gone for a week, and yeah.
I mean, I think, like I said, for me, I think this is a lovely way of saying, like, getting something in the crowd regarding Sir Bobby, with it being obviously, two teams that he was heavily involved with. And obviously with Eddie, I think there'll be a lot of people supporting Eddie getting back into the dugout because, I think Tyndall did a good job. I mean, we all said that Aston Villa at Villa Park are going to be a tough battle, and I'm not 100% sure if even if Eddie was in the dugout, the result would have been any different, especially the way they set out. And it is what it is for me. It was a case of it's gone, it's past. We've still got the 5 to go, and we know what we've got to do to reach the end goal, if you like. So for me, I think today is going to be, like I say, it's the ideal opportunity for the lads to get over that that initial headache and go for it today.
Yep. I agree with that. So you got the lineups then. I
2
think
seconds.
so.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Okay,
because we were messing around with and you know what, Win was wanting share and craft and everything swapped round, and so I did go with it, but I'm just putting it all back together.
All the unnecessary stuff. The old man always doing unnecessary stuff, man. I'm telling you. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Steve, by the way, that's another one. Trolls and PDK, the Mackenzie family, everybody out there. How are the lads? Thank you for joining us for this build-up in match.
Well done to the Bairns today because they beat the Mackhams.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah. I think it was 3-1 in the end.
Shout out to Jordan.
No, it was 0-0 at half time. It was a bit of a bore, but they certainly pulled the socks up in the second half, and they trounced them.
Yeah, good. We certainly need that. So take us along. Let me just quickly name the lineups for Ipswich. It is going to be Palmer, O'Shea, Wolfenden, Burgess, Greaves, Morsey, Captain, Taylor, Johnson, Enciso, Clark, Delap, who we are seems to be interested in. And for Newcastle United, Pope, Trippier, Shar, Tonali, Barnes, Isak, Livramento, Murphy, Willock, Byrne, and Captain Bruno without Joe Linton. So now take us on a tactic tour. Then what's happening?
Well, let's start with us. I mean, I can't see there being anything different with our setup, with the way we play. I think it'll be exactly the same when the way we play. Again, we've gone like for like. We know Joe Willock seems to be one of very few that plays that inside left position in midfield. Gilmoras can do it, Tonali can do it, but any of the others seem to go missing. So I think that was probably just, and like I say, with Harvey Barnes becoming more central, building that relationship up now with Isak, I think what you get now is Willock will go outside and support Tino Livramento, and it will allow Harvey Barnes and Isak to roam around the central area a little bit more often. That's how I've read into it with this type of setup. But like I say, we all know where Newcastle's strengths are these days. Very dominant down the left-hand side. Since Harvey Barnes has come in, we have been very much a balanced team, and including Murphy and Trippier down that right-hand side. So for me, I think it's going to be an interesting one between these three down here. Like I say, I think Joe Willock and Tino will be left dominate, and it'll be Harvey Barnes and Isak through the middle, more than likely. Going on to Ipswich, not everybody will know a lot of these players, and this is how I believe they're going to set up from, obviously, a lot of the changes. It's a bit different from how I'd got it. So as you already named, Palmer in goal. Greaves will play left back because obviously we know Leif Davis got carded and he's banned. And then I think the lad who usually plays there was an injury doubt when we were doing it on Thursday. So Greaves is coming for that left-hand side, I believe. Burgess Wolfenden, again, Wolfenden's back in the squad. I think he's been out injured for a while. So Wolfenden's back as a centre-back, which means that O'Shea now will go back out to right-back in place of, is it Twensby or something like that? Taylor's coming to midfield to support Morsey in that middle of the park. And again, when you talk about players of some ability here, Clark, this is how I actually line these guys up. It's unchanged at the top from what I thought on Thursday. Clark, Enciso, and Johnson with Delap, obviously, who was an injury doubt. He has passed his fitness test. And again, I think he's got a little bit to prove. There's lots of rumours out there saying that while he's up there, Eddie's going to be having a talk to him to see if he can prize a signature. Again, I don't think there should be a lot to prize at the end of the day, because all you've got to do is sell the project. And I think, as we've seen, what he's got to believe is he's going to be understudy to Isak. And if he can deal with that, I think we've got a really good backup striker, he can be trained with Eddie. He's going to cause Fabian Schär. And again, we've seen the last two games, Crystal Palace tried it. Didn't work out for Crystal Palace, where they highlighted the likes of Shaw and Trippier being our weak point, where Aston Villa actually did, and they actually trounced us down this left-hand channel, our right back and right centre-back channel. So again, we need to be on our mettle because I would imagine Enciso, he has disappointed me a lot when it comes to his loan deal, if you like. I thought he was going to go up there and set the world alight, but he's not been a great player, if I'm honest with you. He stepped off the pace, and again, I think he's one of these mental players. Some players shine in certain teams, and Ciso isn't definitely shining at Ipswich, but we all know he has got the capabilities to obviously play. So, and Ciso, you've got to watch. We've got to watch the pace of Delap running in behind, and like I say, I think Johnson and Clark will be looking more of a defensive role today, and then obviously hitting on the break. But again, not really great shakes by any means. These guys, they're not really going to be, that not, I wouldn't say they're not pacey forwards or attacking midfielders. They'll try and give and go into the triangles, into the corners, and try and get behind us. But I think it'll be the raw pace of Delap that they'll use. So depending on what he had his injury with, or a slight concern with, if it's a muscle strain or something like that, it'll be interesting to see how he plays.
Yeah, and big news, of course, Joelinton out, and Kirk Hope just now saying that Joelinton has a knee injury and we'll see a specialist today. So it has to do with an injury that Joelinton is not playing.
Well, I mean, he's been carrying. His knee's been bandaged for some time now, hasn't it? You know, he puts the tape on, so it's to try and support the knee. So it's obviously been quite uncomfortable for him at times, for him to continue wearing some type of brace. So I don't know whether that's a reoccurrence of a problem past, or whether it's a new one. So we'll wait to see whether. Potentially he could be out for the rest of the season, which will be a shame.
Yep, and that is not good at all. It depends. I guess it depends. Some people say, that he's the one to come off if indeed we want to give Miley a chance. So I don't know, maybe, but I think that you still need that physicality on the pitch. I think we're gonna miss that if it's serious. But we don't know yet. On the bench, though, this afternoon is Sven Botman coming back onto the team, to the team sheet at least. So, well, not the 11, but you get the point. And so maybe it's a possibility that we might see him. So, what are your thoughts? I mean, it's kind of weird that you don't really see a change for a center back unless it's an injury or absolutely one of the center backs are playing absolutely rubbish.
I think the beauty of this, though, I mean, you get a few goals behind you. It's relaxed time. Like I said, I think these guys will need a result today, because obviously only 5 wins gets them anywhere near, and obviously they're reliant on everybody else, all the results going for them as well. So these guys are on a downer to start with. So I think if once they concede the first goal, it could be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, as daft as it looks. So for me, it'll be more a case of them playing in a mid to, I wouldn't say low block, but maybe a mid block, and trying to draw us forward, and then looking at Delap to get in behind, in between Trippier and Shaw. And for me, with Botman coming onto the bench, if the goals do start going in, it's the perfect opportunity for the likes of Botman to come and get minutes in his legs, because, going down for the last 5 games now, the more players that we have match minutes in legs, the better the squad feels, because it's just, it's that quality on the bench. And we've said it for a while now. Sometimes you just need that depth of player. And like I say, for the few weeks previous, we have relied heavily, on players being fit. And we'd heard that Fabian Shaw had got some issues when he came off and at Villa. So again, is he carrying something? We're not sure. I think Chris is having camera problems, boys and girls.
I had to switch the camera. So hopefully, let me see if I can see. You still can't see me, which is crazy.
No.
On the
You've gone
on the live. Can you see me or no?
No, I can't see you at all.
Okay.
You've just got your face infilled.
Okay, let me see. Let me keep working on it.
No problem. So yeah, it is an interesting one. Like I say, for everybody on the bench, and again, we've gone back to these 2 goalkeeper scenarios on the bench, which I find absolutely shocking. But it's like, I know it's crazy. You're looking at Chelsea have just got. Oh no, he's not. I say Chelsea have just gone 2 up at Everton, against Everton, but he's offside. I can't understand this 2 goalkeeper scenario, but the under-21s have played yesterday, I believe it was, and obviously the under-18s played this morning. So when you look at the depth of the squad, it just proves how short we are when it comes to players available, and that's not destroying. And don't get me wrong. I know people will always say, "Well, surely the first team comes before the under-21s." and the under 18s. Now, it does, but the problem is, it's okay pulling a body off there. If there's no chance of them having a kick of the ball, they might as well go and get a 90 minutes with the under 21s. So, that's how I look at it. So, 2 goalkeepers on the bench always is a bomber. And to me, it just shows exactly how weak we are when it comes to depth. Wilson, Gordon, and Kraft Asula. Obviously, a lot of talk in the papers this morning about maybe there's going to be a sweetener between Asula and Ipswich, maybe going out on loan if Delap comes our way. And obviously, again, it's about giving minutes to players. The likes of Miley, I hope, gets some minutes today in his more natural position. Are you? Oh, he's gone. I was looking at another screen, and before I knew it, he'd gone. So it'll be interesting to see what your thoughts are. Barnes will rip you apart again, says PDK. Yeah, I'm expecting some really good work from Harvey Barnes. Harvey Barnes at the double, says Jordan. Sorry, my phone's just going in the background. Apologies. Hells is saying, good afternoon. Really hoping for a high-scoring game today. So, yeah, I mean, as daft it looks, this one could be one of those, like I said the other day on Thursday, it could be Sheffield United all over again, couldn't it? It could be a galore game. Or it could be an absolute struggle to get the first one because depending on how Ipswich play. So it is going to be one. But I'd like, once we start seeing some pictures from the St James's Park, like I say, it'll be interesting to see what's happening there. Whether they have got the flags out for Sir Bobby, and I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will, and I'm sure they'll have something prepared for Eddie as well. So,
welcome back for Eddie.
Yep.
All right. It looks like everything is sorted now, and please hit the like button, folks. Come on, help us out. We are 18 minutes in. Hit the like button. All right. So, yeah, those are the lineups. Anthony Gordon, and we see as well.
Yeah.
Coming in. So he might be. He probably is going to come in. I don't think there's any doubts.
No, that's what I said. I think it's a perfect game now to get minutes in legs, mate. For all players that haven't had many minutes. We've got some tough games coming up. And there's no game a must-win game apart from the next game, if that makes sense. Because we've relied so much now on these lads. Get 3-0 up, make your 5 or 6 changes. You know what I mean? As long as you've got the game in your pocket, make all the changes that you want to try and get over the line. It's that risk and reward. We potentially could have lost J7 for a few games now. Depending on what the specialist says. And like I say, our midfield isn't the strongest. The lads turning up at St James's Park. And like I say...
everybody's getting ready.
Yeah, the warning signs were there because everybody kept on saying, no J7 at the minute. No J7 at the minute. And usually J7's quite prompt, apparently.
Yeah. Who should start more, Barnes or Gordon, says Jordan Laws. Well, I mean, because of how Harvey Barnes has performed, I think Barnes needs to be on. And I personally haven't been enamored with Gordon's season. Some people see other things. I don't see it. So that's why I think like that. But if I were to think that Gordon is everything and the best player, one of the best winger in the world, then I would probably start Gordon. But I don't see it that way. So, I mean.
Thanks, Random.
Thank you, Random. Appreciate that, mate.
That's gone
to
AJ.
There you go. Shout out to Random. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, it's, I look at it in two ways. They're two totally different players. If I want a player that's going to break lines, that's going to try and get in and behind, then I'd have to favour Gordon. Depending on who I'm playing against, if I'm looking to counter-attack a team and play over them, play through them, then I think Gordon wins hands down because of pace. Nothing else, just of pace. If I want a team build up because that's what you've witnessed over the last 4 or 5 games with Barnes playing really well. It's the inclusivity of the rest of the players around him. T now seems to develop a lot more with him, and I mean develop the game, not just individually. Whoever plays around Harvey Barnes, because he's not got that burst of pace to get past players, he relies on. Can't get my tongue around certain words today. He relies very much on other players making runs to give him the opportunity to create the space. So whether you've got the likes of T now, J7, or whoever's coming over to support him on that left-hand side, when he cuts inside, whoever that right back is then has to make a decision to either go with the runner with T now or stay with Harvey Barnes. Now, if you get somebody that's doubled up, so you get one of your defensive midfielders drop across, which potentially will happen today. Once they go across, you're relying then on somebody like J7 to come and give you that threshold inside or just deeper and create that triangle with T now running on the overlap. So there's lots of options, I think, that Harvey Barnes gives you that actually Anthony Gordon doesn't. Anthony Gordon's very much me, myself, and I type of player. Yeah. So he'll go on the run and he'll try and create something. And again, like I said on Thursday, you've got you've only got to look at the stats. Both Anthony Gordon and Harvey Barnes between them have done 20. I think it's 22 goals and assists this season. Jacob Murphy's done 19 on his own. So the two of them have strengths and weaknesses. Who deserves to be in the squad? Well, like I say, it depends on the opposition.
It does. And right now, Brent saying that Chelsea are scrapping by yet again. Well, they are waiting. We need Everton to do something, but they are playing at Stamford Bridge, and they are.
Everton were unlucky just. Had to make a save to get, as it was a certain goal. Well, that's a poor.
So it's about only a minute left in this match. It looks like Chelsea is going to make a move. That's going to be Nico Jackson, I think, coming in. And so they're not going to help us. I mean, obviously, they don't need to help us, but it seems like this result is not going to go in our way. And if we look at the table, that would be interesting to look at, probably. And let me see. Let's show people the table of the Premier League as we're getting into squiggy bum time later in the season now. Only, without counting this one, I think 4 games left. So it's pretty much clutch time in the Premier League. If you're going to make it to the final dance, it's moment you start getting ready right now and making your way to the dance floor. Chelsea with 60 points, getting 3 points, 1 point above us at this point in time, making us go 6. If Newcastle United win tonight, which is something that we can expect that will happen, well, then that will bring us up to 62 points. And that is going to be really good because it'll catapult us to 3rd place once again. Thank you, Benjamin Maven. Morning, Chris and Gary. I've got some nerves about today. It feels like a trap game, much like earlier home losses. Talk to me off the ledge. Well, I mean, you're right. So I guess that's not much of talking you off the ledge, but
you're right. He's like pushing him, mate.
I mean, you are right. We have been. It's hard with Newcastle. We don't really do too well when we have to beat this weak team. We have to we haven't been done such a great job at that, But I just feel like it's too much of an important game. In important games, we've done well. If somebody was saying it earlier, if we lose tonight, we don't deserve Champions League, and that's probably right. I mean.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I always work on the 38 games. Wherever you finish in the 38 games, it doesn't lie. And you'll look back, and we all do it as fans, and we all look back and say, oh, what about that game, and what about that game? Over time, it tells you exactly where you deserve to be. And like I say, if we lose this, and like I said, it's about having the right team to go and play against. When you've had a bit of a beating, and like I say, we had a bit of a beating against Aston Villa. It's about now getting back onto that platform, get a good result today, and it gives you that momentum then to go on to the next and the next and the next. And like I say, 3 more wins for me, and probably a draw out of the 5, and I think it more or less guarantees a top 5
Mm-hmm.
position. But it's like I said, you've just said the words. Nobody is going to do it for you. You've got to do it for yourself, because when you're reliant on other teams to lose, Chelsea have just scraped to 1-0.
Yeah, they did.
That's what happens.
Yeah, Chelsea solidified right now for at least for a couple hours is 4th, and Forest as well 5th above us. And so, I mean, we can go out and do it. I mean, I don't even know if I want to say it's not going to be easy, because it really, if we turn up for it, it should be normal business. But
yeah, you see the teams that that are safe now, that aren't playing for anything apart from just pride, if you like. They've already got the shorts on and the flip flops, and they're ready for their vacation. Because they're not in any competition. They're not going to. There's no risk of them going down, and the only risk is, like you said the other day, was wherever you finish in the table, the more money you get, and that's all they're actually playing for.
Yeah,
is league position.
Well, and if you're Newcastle, why wouldn't you aim at that? Because
exactly.
You need money. So if we go down though the way to Ipswich, do they have hope?
No.
I mean, West Ham 36. I mean, it's almost impossible for them to reach that. So,
that's what I said. They've got to win all 5 games, get 20 goals in them 5 games, and hopefully that West Ham lose all 5. Because if West Ham gain a point, that's it. Done.
Okay. Well, it's over then. So they don't have much to fight for, but you never know. I mean, still, they're not going to make it easy. It's getting heating up there in the Premier League, ladies and gents. So, interesting. So, Benjamin, I don't know if we talked to you off your ledge or not, but we certainly did something. So,
the beauty of that, though, they've got to come out. You know what I mean? They can't afford just to sit back and make it difficult for us. They've got to come and try and win.
This is interesting, Brent, and you brought it up earlier. Don understand 2 keepers on the bench, and somebody else, Michael, NUFC as well, 2 keepers on the bench again. I don't understand that logic. I mean, is it that bad that we don't have any other infield player that we have to put another goalkeeper? Is it that bad that we don't have, we don't have a quality, that's a lower quality, if you will, or somebody that you can? I think I just don't see it.
It's because the under-18s played last night, and the under-21s played this morning, and that's what I said. I think you've got to sometimes toss a coin to say, if I pull him out of the under-21s, and we've seen Sean Neve be involved in the first team squad a number of times now, even the cup final. The biggest problem with that is, the lad's just not developing. He's not getting games. He's just sitting on a bench, warming.
Well, he's a center forward, so you better forget that he's gonna get any game time.
Exactly. But that's the trouble. You see, you have to start looking at it and saying, listen, these lads have got games this weekend. Do I actually need? I can only make 5 subs anyway out of the 7.
Yeah.
So, putting 2 keepers on there just fills the void, because the 2 keepers, unless there's an injury to Pope, will never even be seen coming on.
No, you're right. But the point is that he might not play, but you might need somebody like of that kind. But I don't know if we already got Sven Botman who could cover center back. You already got Willock and Miley. I don't know. Longstaff is in there, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So and then you got center forward. So I mean,
there's cover everywhere. So the only cover we haven't really, and we never have had for a long time, is right wing. That's why we're having to rely on the likes of Gordon or Harvey Barnes to jump on if Murphy needs to come off and have a breather. So for me, there's plenty of cover on the field. It's just the drop off in quality. That's the problem.
War Bobby there, the statue with the Ipswich and Newcastle United. My goodness, what is that thing called? The scarf around its neck, the statue, because of obviously being a legend for Ipswich and Newcastle United. Good stuff. I'm sure the club does that, don't it? Or a fan does that.
I would have thought that would. Well, it could be a fan. I would have thought.
I guess it wouldn't.
I'd be very, very surprised. But again, I wouldn't be surprised at all, because they absolutely adore him down in Ipswich, down in Suffolk.
Yeah, that's right. Eddie Howe making his way back to the tune, and what can we expect from Eddie? Back to business as usual. Did did the team really miss him? I think that with Aston Villa, those changes that JT made, you can tell that he made his limit. You know, I mean, it's always good to have Eddie Howe anyway, obviously, but.
I think Jason will appreciate that more than anybody else. Would, if I'm honest with you,
that pressure on him all the time.
Yeah, takes him out that limelight.
Exactly. All right then. So we got appreciate everybody watching. Hit the like button. We got an important match tonight. Newcastle United must win against Ipswich if we want to keep our Champions League hopes alive. I mean, we don't must really, but if we don't, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good at all. I think this is one of the most accessible games we can possibly have. I think out of all of them, you know, if you think about it, who is Man City playing against? Chelsea had to play Everton, who are lower side of the league. We're still going to have to play them as well. Arsenal, who do they got? Do they really got a lower level team to play against? That'll be an interesting question to answer, but you know, we don't know. As of right now, as I said, 6th in the league, 59 points. We need those 3 points, and we will be back at 3rd if we beat Ipswich tonight. Predictions, I think predictions are high for this game. I have 4-0, I think, in my prediction, so I still think it can happen. But some people just say 1-0, 2-1. You know, some people are still skeptical of what Newcastle can do under the lights, under the pressure. So let me see some comments here. Brent has a comment. Pulling them for one game isn't going to hurt their development. Take a midfielder or a defender who's done well, pluck him on the bench. It will increase their confidence. Don't need to see Rudy. Well, that's true as well. I mean, Rudy ain't going to do nothing, so I guess that's
what I said. It's risk and reward, isn't it? You know, you pull them out of one game, and you're talking about their. It's not going to help or hinder the development. One game doesn't hinder your development, but it can hinder the match momentum. So, you know, when you're playing in a side and you're upsetting the squad balance, and it's like taking one of our players out of our squad and saying, you know, put him on the bench for another team for a while. How the balance of that side goes, and you know, it's like I said, the idea of these lads now in the youth setup, in the under 21s, the under 18s. Is about developing them for next season. It's getting them ready.
Who's playing midfield now that Willock has to play? Has to start. Who's in the bench? So just Miley and Longstaff.
Yeah. Wow. So I said you've got two, and again they'll still come on before any under 21 graduate had come on. Because of it's just the way Eddie plays, and that's what I said. I understand what Brant's saying about the confidence and stuff like that, but it is about development. It is about getting them match ready for next season when potentially we could rely on some of these young stars.
The bench is full of Dubravka, Rudy, Botman, Kraft, Longstaff, Miley, Callum Wilson, Anthony Gordon, and William Osula. So there you go. Lewis Hall and Jamal Lascelles are out, of course. Don't know what his issue is. I mean,
he's out for the season, isn't he? They said he wouldn't play for this season now.
Yeah.
He just hasn't. I mean, he's like I say, the older you get, the worse your recovery is, and it's different procedure and everything else to what Botman had. So I think it was always going to be the case for him. He was going to be out for the season. I'd have been very, very. Well, I would say happy, but I would have been very shocked to see him return earlier.
Hit the like button, folks. Help us out. Help us grow the channel. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. We got a lot of content coming your way, especially on match days. We are pretty busy. We got the instant match reaction after full time. We got the player scores for members. And obviously we got the match commentary coming up pretty soon. So we got about 30 minutes on this build-up. Bring in your comments as well. Want to get the conversation going. So bring in the comments so we can react to to your suggestions. Michael says, I personally would rather sit on the bench at St. James's Park with the senior squad than run around Kingston Park. That's true. That's true. Alan got to win today, but a poor Chelsea just went fourth. I mean, but it's still up to us. It's still up to us. So it's
But I mean, it's like Everton. You know, we've got them last game of the season, and that could be that party pooping blooming side that makes or breaks our season. Not, I mean, I'm saying that with tongue in cheek because, like I said, they're playing for nothing. But we've struggled against Everton in the past. You know, I've seen games where we've actually turned them over and they've looked very ordinary. But under Moyes, they look a different kettle of fish, and
Yep.
they could be the ones that become the party poopers at the end of the season.
Well, right now, where is Everton? I think they've gained some momentum, but they're still maintaining on the lower side. They're 13th, 13th. They were actually relegation zone.
They were, yeah,
so
they were
for a time. But I mean, it was difficult that they were going to get relegated anyway. No, it's really difficult. I mean, because you got Ipswich, Leicester, Southampton. They're going to do the work for you. You know, if you're having a horrible season at this point, and you know, even the ones that come up as well, Leeds might get a chance. Might. Who else is coming up? Leeds. It's being interesting to go see to championship.
Burnley's coming up.
Was it Burnley or Barnsley? Barnsley.
Burnley.
There's a Peruvian guy that plays there too.
Oh, is it?
Peruvian. I mean, he is actually from another country, but he's like, you know, naturalized citizen for Peru because he didn't, you know, because Peru is so weak now that we need to go look for players that have line ties to Peru that live in other places. We're trying to pull off the friends over here.
Yeah, we got Arsenal Avenger in. Come on, lads! I want you to get top 5.
There you go, yes, mate.
Sir. There you go. Well, welcome.
Appreciate that, mate. Lovely. And shout out to Arsenal Avenger. Hit the like button, mate. Please do that. And but yeah, I think they were talking about promotion as well, or he was on this page or whatever. So that was good to know. And some other team, but you know, the clubs that get promoted, man, they're just it's difficult, you know.
Tough. It's really tough now. I mean, it's all about survival, and I think, you know, you build year on year, season on season, then to stay with it, and you know, you've got to really applaud these teams, likes of Bournemouth, who've only got 11,000 capacity at the ground, how they have not only survived but actually gained momentum, and a very difficult side now to face. I mean, they moved to their new ground. I don't know whether it's next season or the season after, but you know, it'll be interesting to see their new setup. By all accounts, it's very, very nice with their new training ground and everything else. They've ploughed millions into it. So a lot of these small teams, you know, like I said, they're called yo-yo clubs for a reason, because they just haven't. They either go and spend the money silly, or you know, they buy the multiple players to try and get a squad of 25 to try and rotate and play different styles of football. And I think McKenna's done a good job at Ipswich. I mean, like I say, he started really well. I just think, again, you know, when you start having these injuries to their higher players, and I'm going to say, I wouldn't say better players. They are not great quality, but they are players that he's brought in to try and keep them and survive in the Premier League. Once they start dwindling away, you're starting to fill the void then with not great players. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens again to them next season.
Yep. It looks like we got Eddie Howe. So let's take a listen at Mr. Edward Howe after making his comeback to Newcastle United. Let's see. Let me know if you can hear him.
I know you've been at the training ground. What's it like on a personal level after your challenge to be back in the stadium? Smell the match day again.
Yeah, it's brilliant. I think missed the match days. Nothing like being involved. And yeah, great to be back. And we need to play well today. It's going to be a good game.
And in terms of the game, obviously everybody expects you to win. They're a team almost in the Championship. Is it a dangerous game in that sense? They can play with a bit of freedom.
Always dangerous games, regardless of who you play and what time of year it is. But Ipswich are a good team, and they've done well on the road of late. So we know they've got dangerous players. Delap comes back for them, but they've got and Cisco, I think, has played really well in recent weeks. So we're well aware that if we drop our levels, today could be really difficult.
Well, let's look at the team.
All right, so that was Eddie Howe, and thoughts. I mean, he does have a point. It can be an extremely dangerous game because Ipswich. I mean, what do they have to lose other than pride? You know, they're playing away as well. It's not like they have the pressure of playing at home.
You've got to play like you play against the likes of City, Liverpool, and Arsenal. Once you start getting to that point where you're going out there thinking you've won before you've kicked a ball, then you're in serious grounds. You know, you've got problems because, like I said, it only needs a deflection. We saw it against Aston Villa, and all that hard work that you've put in the training ground. Then you've got to start thinking, crikey, you know, we have really got to go for it now. And that is when it becomes difficult. We saw it against, Bromley, play teams that just go on the low block because they've got the goal or whatever. They're defending their goal. We seem to struggle against those that come out at us. We seem to be much better at trying to get in behind and play around them. So, like I say, it'll be interesting to see. But for me, if they do go on the low block, shoot. You know what I mean? I think you've got to test keepers and you've got to make defences start to say, if I don't close that space down, he's going to get a shot off here. And I keep talking about it, percentages. Goalkeepers only save a percentage of shots. One will go in.
Yeah. We got to let Tonali shoot as well. I mean, he needs to. I still don't understand why he's not so much in charge of that.
Yeah, I think it's positioning. I think when you see Tonali coming in off our left-hand side, he's running directly onto his right foot. Central of left, it's in an ideal situation for him. And that's why I said, unfortunately, like I say, I hope what you'll get today is if Willock does go over onto that left-hand side and push himself, play more of probably a 4-2-4 system today, you'll have Tonali playing on that inside left position. And that'll be ideal for them little rolls across to the 25-yard mark. We've all seen what he's capable of doing there. I don't think I've seen him have a shot off target, to be fair. I've seen them blocked. I've seen them, just past the post. But it makes the keeper work. It makes the keeper think. Unlike the likes of J7, who just seems to think that the goal's a little bit higher than normal. And that's what I'm saying. It's all about quality, and he has got that. He's a player who is able to get his head over and his hip over the ball, so it's always low. And like I say, he's got a hell of a shot on him. So for me, whether it's blocked or not, it makes the opposition wary, and they have to close that space. And if they close the space, then it allows somebody else then to find that space that where you can pass the ball to.
Joe Willock, he's coming back onto the lineup. So, what does the game mean for him? I mean, he needs to start, especially at the end of the season, where you can say it's the last memories before everybody is up for sale, or most. And I think he will be one of the players that we might entertain leaving. So, he needs to start taking advantage of his opportunities because he really hasn't. Up and down.
Mean, these are the shot window jobs, aren't they? These are the ones where the type of players where if you get your opportunity, you put yourself in the shot window. Now, I have a feeling that Willock won't be sold. I think, like I said, we are limited with the amount of players that can play, especially now we've lost Anderson, that can play in that left-hand channel and play well. We've got players that'll do it, but they don't always play well. So I don't think Willock will be one that disappears. I think you've got more chance of seeing Longstaff because, like I say, at this present moment in time, with all the developments, Longstaff seems to be going backwards rather than forwards. And you can say that's a number of reasons. Game time never always improves you as a player if you're not getting it. In actual fact, it makes you worse. And I think, we've seen Longstaff come in, and since he's been a bit part of this team. I'm not saying he was well beaten in the instance when he was playing regular, but he certainly seems half the player that he once wasn't, type of thing.
Yeah,
Which must make
Alan,
him bloody awful.
Alan's asking who is Willock replacing. He's replacing Joe Linton, who is out with a knee injury, according to Craig Hope. So, if you're just joining us, that I guess would be the breaking news that Joe Linton is not starting today because of a knee injury. Quickly and swiftly, though, Maydwin had us a good suggestion to do this pre-match quiz. So, shall we do this? Let me see. If we have a good, I'm not a good quizzer, but we can do this in a hurry. It's an Ipswich Newcastle quiz. So look at that. Please, people, get involved and let us know in the chat what the answer of this question is. 1 out of 7. Who scored a hat trick in the meeting between the two sides earlier this season? Oh, this. I'm
gonna have to move this to a bigger screen. I can't see it.
Do you see the screen?
Yeah, I can see it, but obviously on my screen, they're quite small.
Who scored? This is Jacob Murphy, Willock, Anthony Gordon, Isak. It must have been Isak. In a way, Murphy scored. Oh, actually, Murphy did score a hat trick, didn't he? At one point. Or did he not?
It was Isak.
Was it Isak? Yeah.
Yeah, it was Isak.
Okay, let's do Isak then. People saying Isak. Correct. It is correct. On a 4-0 win over Ipswich this season. Second question, prior to the meeting in December, when was the last time Newcastle United and Ipswich played against each other in the Premier League?
Ooh, crikey.
It must have been, no, actually, Bobby Robson, that was the 80s, wasn't it? Or somewhere like that.
No. Robson was obviously in the 90s, late 90s and 2000s.
No, but for Ipswich, when he managed, yeah.
Oh yeah,
he managed. So, it has to be early.
I was going to say 2000 or 2001. That's what I'm thinking of, but I'm not. Oh, somebody saying 99, says Michael. Let's go with 99 then.
Let's go with that. And Michael says 99. That's for Michael. If you get it right, he got it wrong. 2002 was the last time the two sides met in the Premier League action, which ended in a 2-2 draw.
Oof.
You couldn't pay me enough to name Ipswich players from back in the day, man.
Wow. They had a good side at one point, mate. I'll tell you now. They had an excellent side.
Interesting. Let's go to the next one then. Which two players scored for Newcastle United when they played Ipswich in the Premier League? Wait, which two players scored for Newcastle United when they last played Ipswich in the Premier League?
So in 2002.
So in 2002.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to say Alan. Two. So I can choose two players then.
Yeah, two players. So
I'm gonna say Alan and Nobi.
Okay. I was gonna say Robert and Alan, but I mean, let's go with it. Let's go with it. So we both say Alan, and you're gonna go
I'll
with
say
Nobi.
So let's go.
Let's see where you are.
Laurent.
I thought it was Robert.
Damn it. That was bad. So Robert scored in the 60th minute to make it 1-1 game before Shearer scored in the 87th minute to make it 2-2. Anyways, next question. The first ever Premier League meeting between the two sides in 1993 ended in a 1-1 draw, but who scored for Newcastle? 1993. Andy Cole.
Yeah.
Let's give people time to respond. Come on, people, get involved. Let us know
get involved.
The first one to answer will be the answer we choose. Who was the first Premier League meeting between the? Actually, they do this every week. The quiz, short quiz. We need to start. We need to start bringing it up on the build-up.
I never look at it. To be fair, I've seen it a couple of times mentioned, but I've never really thought about it.
Yeah. We need good stuff.
It's a good one.
Come on, lads and lasses. Let us know in the chat. And Cole says Jordan Law, so it will be Cole. Let's put Andy Cole in. That is right. Cole scored in the 47th minute. His third ever in the Premier League for Newcastle United. There you go. Andros Townsend played 13 times for both Newcastle and Ipswich. How many times did he score for Newcastle? Townsend.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that is difficult. That
top of my head. He didn't score a lot, obviously. 4. I'm thinking 4. Yeah, Broski's saying 4.
Broski, good job, Broski. Let me see. Let's go 4 with Broski's answer. 4 times scored for Newcastle in 13 games. So yeah, but actually 4 times is a lot for 13 games.
Yeah, I mean Andros Townsend was half a decent, finisher. I mean he could find the net. So well done to everybody that got it.
Penultimate question: what year was Alex Matthew sold from Newcastle to Ipswich? Ooh.
Oh my God.
Actually, I don't even know this guy, so I don't know.
Matty. We had oh my God.
I had to Google him. I don't know. I don't know who he is, so I'll leave it to you, Gary, in the chat. So please answer it immediately.
I've got 95. I think 95. I'm going to go 95, mate. What are you guys saying in the chat? Come on, we've got 9 minutes before kickoff, so we need to get a crack on.
1996 says
96.
Yeah.
Go on then. I said 95.
Oh, 95. You were right. 95. So there you go. He was sold to Ipswich for $500K. Last but not least, Alexander Isak is Newcastle United's leading scorer in the Premier League. Who is leading scorer for Ipswich?
Oh, it's got to be Delap, hasn't it?
Delap. I mean, it has to be Delap. So let's go with Delap. And it is Liam Delap for that. So out of the quiz, we got 4 out of 7, man. So, we are passing. We are passing. Barely, but we are passing nonetheless.
I wasn't born.
Exactly. There you go. So, all right, then. That was a good question. I think we need to bring that up, man. That's interesting. Keep things fun. Keep things, sharp. As we are getting ready for the match, ladies and gentlemen, hit the like button. If you can watch it with us, we kindly appreciate it. If you can enjoy it with us, experience it with us, react to it with us, we would kindly appreciate that. If you I don't know if you want to turn off your TV or if you want to just keep your TV on, whatever works for you. We will put up the clock so you can sync with us. It'll be great to keep everybody involved, to keep your reactions, your chats coming. It will be lovely. Newcastle United going to play Ipswich. What's up?
Just before we get into the match, obviously I am expecting a parcel. It's got to be a signature one because it's mummy-in-law's drugs are coming through the post. So I need to go down as I'm on my own today. So, all right, buddy. So if I disappear, people, that's where I am. I'm just going to answer the door.
Hit the like button, folks. Hit the like button. And by the way, Eddie Howe has missed the last 3 matches for Newcastle. Just a lot, by the way, but we did play 3 in a week, so that's the one.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing, isn't it? He went into hospital on the Friday, and then it was like 3 games back to back.
Make it sound like it's a lot. It's been a long time, but it was a rough week for the Toon. Not really, though. We won 2. I mean, the Aston Villa wasn't so much losing; it's just how we lost it. That's the problem.
I think that was the downer, and it was for me. What was the problem? It was there was nothing to try and to stop what was happening, and it was so easy and obvious to see what was going on. That's where I do agree with what people say about us not having a plan B, or we don't seem to be able to manipulate the team to block opposition at times. We can only play our way, and it seems as if the players only need to play that way. And then it just becomes, like I say, we become a bit disjointed, and then our heads are a little bit dropped, and then that was it. And people were questioning whether Trippier should be in the side. But like I said, I couldn't blame Trippier in trying to support Fabian Schär with pace behind. So it was, like I said, he was stuck in 2 minds a lot of the time. So let's see what happens today. And I think this is what I said. The manager's given everybody, apart from J7, the opportunity to prove him wrong.
Yep. And it's same for Willock as well. Willock's got to show up, prove himself at this point. And we're going to comment here. Let me see. On the predictions poll from Corey, says it's going to be a tough match for Ipswich Town against EFL Cup winners. Newcastle at St. James's Park today. But hopefully they can come away from this match with some positivity, despite being in a situation where it looks like it's game over in the Premier League for now. I think he's an Ipswich fan. So, yep.
Back in a sec.
So, yep, no problems. So, yeah, good comment, mate. Good comment. Good comment over there. Let me see. I wonder if we can give some memberships away. We can probably do that. So, if you have the heart and the possibility of helping us out and gift memberships away, give up super chats and all that, we depend on match days. We're like one of those businesses in downtown Newcastle. So please do that if you can. Help us support the channel. I'm going to gift the memberships away right now as well. And so they can go to the best watchers. Let me see. Actually, it might. Let me see. We're going to give some memberships away. So stay there, and you'll be able to enjoy a lot of new content. The player scores today when Mighty Wayne gets on. We're going to be able to enjoy a lot of stuff. So please renew your membership once you get it. It's very important for us to help us move forward. So there you go. We're going to, boom, give 5 memberships away. Just now they have gone to Lost in the Thoughts, Calm in Silence. There you go. He's gotten one. Villa Down Under. He watches us. I don't know why. But, I mean, thank you, mate. I guess you just want to watch Newcastle. That's perfectly understandable. Hopefully you renew yours. I don't think you might because you're a Villa fan. Keith Dietz, or Dietz. How do you say that? Dietz. Anyway, there you go. Southern Geordie got a gift of membership as well as Robotic Maniac. So congrats, all of you. Hope you renew your memberships. And if you're out there that you can give memberships away or super chats, please do that for the channel. And there we go. Random Access
I love that.
Gave some. And
Lost
that gave
in
to
Thoughts, Calm in Silence. I quite like that. That's very, very poetic.
And Random gave one to the Footy Channel Groundhopper. I think that is Tony's channel. Tony used to be It's All Black and White YouTube channel. And so there you go. Congrats, mate. Hopefully you renew your membership. And let us know if you ever want to come on and have your opinion said, man. Let us know. Thank you, Random. Appreciate that. Well, we are getting ready, ladies and gentlemen, because the match is about to the players are about to come out there in the tunnel. Stay with us. Enjoy the match with us. React with us. Accompany us as we go on this journey. Thank you, Helsuzar. Gifted a membership as well, and that has gone to Jamie Harrison. Gifted a membership by Helsuzar. Sean from the Tune. Sean, why are you not at the stadium, man? That's twice in a row that you're a season ticket holder, so unless you're giving it up, let us know what's happening. Thanks for
You'll never get it back if you have.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Keep it.
But let me see. We're gonna have the timer synced. We're gonna have the timer on your screen. So whatever timer you see, that's the timer that we are watching. So please sync to that if you can. I know some of the dodgy streams you cannot, but if you can, do that so we can watch the same thing. As we look at Ipswich coming out on to the turf. Ipswich rocking is that an old school jacket? I don't know, but it kind of seems old school. My son's there in my place, says Hells. There you go, mate.
Excellent.
Well done. Great job. Look at the Toon fans there getting ready.
Yes.
I tell you what, it might be an Ipswich back in the day jacket.
It is. I think they've gone retro, very similar to our stuff now. They're starting to bring all the retro jackets out. I mean, the one that somebody threw up in the chat earlier on today looks absolutely fantastic for next season. If that's true.
I hope the Toon does a retro every year. And Broski is win at St. James's Park. Yes, he is. The old man is in his seat, in his rocking chair, falling asleep just about now. And he should be back for the instant match reaction as well as the player scores. So stay tuned for that one. And I'm knackered, mate, waiting for an operation. Oh, man. Sorry about that, Hells. Sorry about that. Hope all goes well.
Thoughts are with you, Sean.
Yeah. And hit the like button, folks. Come on, do that. We need it. Stay with us. Enjoy the match with us. We want to hear your reaction. We want to see your reactions. We want to read your reactions as we play on this lovely day in the tune. Important night for Newcastle. We have to win. So we will see. Predictions cannot be changed anymore. I said 4-0. So
I said 4-0. So I'm going to say 3-0 because me and you are competing.
Oh, yeah. Well, it looks like we are. So 3-0 to Gary. We'll see. Ah, man, that's not good.
We've kicked off now. You can't change.
No, I'm gonna change it. I want to change it to yours. No, your. I want to change yours. I'm not gonna change mine. 4-0 is difficult, though, man. Hopefully, we can make it happen. But anyways,
well, according to my screen, we've already kicked off.
but
But yours is still.
Maybe we're a little
just
bit.
Make sure. There you go.
Well, that's where we're at. There we go.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we're already 30 seconds into the game, by the way. So I don't know why we're a bit delayed on yours today, because usually you're well in front of me.
Let me see. Oh, come on, man. Oh, there we go. I think that we are ready to go, ready to rumble, ladies and gents. Newcastle United playing Ipswich Town in the tune. Trivia. Mr. Trippier, a man of many, many battles.
Yeah, I think it's going to be some good battles today. Need to be won. So, Should I do the first half? You do the second, or unless I have to go downstairs? Yeah.
Yeah.
You
go ahead. Well, actually, let me do it first because I might need to do stuff in the second half.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because I am waiting for this delivery to come.
Yeah,
I thought that was it, but it wasn't. It was the dog's tail that knocked something off the table.
Yeah. Come on, man. What is happening? There we go. Palmer. Mr. Palmer with the ball. Taking his time.
Crikey, he was outside the box there.
Yeah, damn near. But, referees never call those.
No, exactly.
It's like the 5-second rule. Oh, look at that, though. Very quick and in a hurry.
Down there, left-hand side, look. And that's still up. Looks like they're targeting Trippier and Shaw again, by the looks of it.
And I tell you what, a lot of clubs want the lap now. Manchester United involved and many others. So, but look, every good player is going to have many suitors.
I mean, for £30 million.
Oh, man, we just give the ball away right there. Be careful. And now Ipswich down with a shot. Barely kissing and smooching on the post.
That's ridiculous.
Be careful.
What the heck are you doing there?
That was Dan Barron's fault. A mighty win will say that the wind was wrong.
I mean, his first touch was awful. Then his second touch was so bad. I mean, you're giving him the opportunity.
It's mind-boggling. You can't make a pass with your right foot. That's why he did it, because he tried to go with his left foot. Burn.
Luckily, he didn't get his studs on that, because that could have been another own goal.
Come on now. Got to be careful. We're not starting good. 3 minutes underway, almost 4. And Ipswich already with a corner. So got to be extremely careful now. Ipswich Town, number 9 in Ciso with the corner into the box. Be careful. Burn. Ipswich now with a shot. What the heck is going on here, man?
We look all over the place at the minute. Settle it down, boys.
Joe Willock is now going to give it to Sandro Tonali. Tonali looking for an option. Tonali is going to change course all the way to the left side to Barnes, and thankfully for Ipswich, he's able to. The Ipswich defender prevents the corner. Johnson, that was. And well, I don't know. Newcastle just, I guess,
sloppy start.
But maybe now we'll
silly mistakes.
Maybe now we'll be able to settle down a bit. Newcastle playing on the right side with Jacob Murphy. Murphy 1-on-1. Can't get through.
I hope it's not just that, the thought of, well, they're not going to come at us. They're just going to back off. You're not going to have the time against these because they need the results.
Yeah. A throw in there now for Kieran Trippier. Back with Fabian Scher, then Burn. Newcastle now with the ball. Bruno, Willock, he's going to lose it. Tonali positioning his body well done. But the ball goes back to Ipswich. And that's going to be a tactical foul, I think. Play on, says the referee. Jockey. No foul. Livramento to Barnes. Harvey Barnes a little bit lower than I like him to be, but no choice at this point. Ipswich, looks like they got some, it looks like Energizer bunnies. Ipswich gets the ball back. I guess not the Ipswich we expected. It's just 5 minutes, by the way. It's just 5 minutes in. So let us know in the chat what you think. We want to see your reaction. We want to feel your reaction. McKenna taking a look at his side. Gavin Fuller's just trying to play out from the back again. Well, sometimes it's not necessary, so you just got to hoof it.
Why not?
Hoof the twat.
That's right. As good old Roy Caviani would say, hoof the twat. Palmer, 31 for Ipswich Town. A little bit of pressure there from Alexander Isak. Palmer's going to hoof it all the way to Newcastle side. Newcastle's going to get the ball back. Dan Burn playing now with Fabian Schär. A bit of a sloppy match, a bit of an organized match by the Toon. Isak making a run. Bruno Guimaraes a little bit too strong, a little too much spaghetti sauce. He's got to put the right amount, man. You can't put too much spaghetti sauce. And Ipswich now making a run for it. Enciso looking for it. Well done, Sandro Tonali. Now Harry Barnes. Barnes on the left side of the pitch. Barnes looking for an option on the left side. Tino Livramento. Livramento, he's probably going to cross it. A pass back, but well defended there by number 5, Morsi. Tonali with the throw in. No, Livramento. Dan Burn, 33 for the Toon. To number 5, Fabian Schär, all the way to Kieran Trippier, who's going to have to play back to Fabian Schär. Newcastle finding it a bit tough to get through Ipswich, who look to be a solid team today. Livramento on the left tries to get through, but it's O'Shea's done well there. Harvey Barnes, Willock, back to Burn. Fabian Schär. Schär with the long pass. Well done there. Kieran Trippier with a nice cross. Well done, Kieran Trippier. Not much came out of that one, but good idea. Evil intentions by Fabian Schär and Kieran Trippier on that side.
It's nice to see him doing some of his old stuff, though, getting in behind and hitting that volley across. He's done a couple of times now.
Harvey Barnes trying to get through. Well, he got into that funnel, and well done, Tonali getting the ball back. Guimaraes. Barnes with the lob into the box.
Attack that.
Tonali, oh, he could have shot that one, though.
Yeah, exactly. I thought he was going to just get that down and take a shot.
Yeah. Barnes, Sandro, Livramento, Harvey Barnes. The pass to Livramento with a cross. Can't get to Isak. Murphy now on the right. It seems like Newcastle are settling down, and Murphy with the thoughts.
Yeah, inside. Nobody read it, that one.
No. And the ball's going back to Newcastle, though, so.
Good idea from Murphy. Just misdirected, but again, you've got to think of players running narrow. If somebody had a running like the likes of Bruno, would it be a perfect ball to anybody who gambled on that one?
Schär. Murphy was trying to cross that ball into the box, but well deflected by the Ipswich player there. Greaves. Tonali. Nice pass there to Murphy. Murphy with the cross. A hard cross there.
Back post.
Somebody would have to, yeah, exactly. Somebody's got to be on the back post.
That's sometimes where we miss Anthony Gordon, because he just sneaks in that back door at times. He doesn't do it all the time, but he seems to be the one who would run that line.
Sure. Trippier with a cross. Isak, Barnes. Barnes looking for something to do there. Don't know what was happening. But Livramento with the cross into the box. The ball's popped out. Tonali's trying to get to it. Now the lap looking for an option. There. Well done by Tonali, keeping him at bay. And now Clark. And that's going to be a foul by Trippier. Clark, they're trying to make a run. And Trippier just leaves his foot out. They're probably going to throw that in the box, to be fair.
Gives the referee all the puppy eyes there to say, you tripped over me, ref. Yeah, this is going to be launched in. I mean, this is, like I say, they've not really been that dangerous at set pieces. We've got to be on our toes. And
The lap. Or that's Enciso, but I was thinking of the lap and how good he's probably their best player all season. What the hell is he doing? Well, anyway, thanks for that.
Yeah, now they're going into the box.
Going to the box there. A battle with Livramento. Johnson with the cross. Livramento. That's going to be a throw in there for Ipswich. On the right side of the pitch. So we're looking at Isak. Interesting start of the match. It looks like Newcastle has settled down a bit. But Ipswich, very dangerous when they make their runs.
Yeah, like I said, Delap's a strong player. I mean, he carries the ball well. He holds the ball. And even under like 2 or 3 challenges from black and white shirts there, he's...
be careful. Now we give the ball away. Delap with the shot. Well blocked there by Fabian Schär. And these mental mistakes. I don't understand.
Yeah, leading with his right foot there. I mean, being right-footed, but you're turning your body 180. That is just really poor. Clear your lines if you have to. Don't play in front of goal. The more we give them these set pieces and things like that, the more they're going to come down at you and everything else. So it does give us the opportunities to break. So it's not a bad thing, but we've got to be mentally aware that this is an opportunity. And like I say, we've got to still think that we don't want to concede goals.
A corner kick for Ipswich. Enciso. And
that's it. That'll do.
Isak hoofing it out of the danger zone. The shout of Eddie Howe's Black and White Army. 30 minutes underway, just barely started, and it's been an intense match so far.
Yeah, we it's more fits and starts than settled, I think is the word. I think we've started to show glimpses of what we can do, but we are far from being comfortable at the minute.
And it looks like Jordan is saying that Brighton are now leading up against Fulham.
Yeah.
Or Fulham, who are they playing? Either Fulham, West Ham are playing right now. A lot of teams are playing right now. So, but anyways, Fulham is winning, so they're gaining points if they maintain this. There's a foul there in the middle of the field, and now Joe Willock
beating Fulham.
Joe Willock now having an issue.
And Brighton are playing West Ham
with Morrissey, showing a bit of frustration. Let's take a look at it. So Willock, I mean, it's a foul, but I mean, you can't just get mad at it. I mean, keep your head in the game, man.
Indeed, he was just turned, and like I say, Willock. I mean, you get frustrated because you're on a run there, and that's Willock's game, and that's how Willock loves space to run into. and progress the ball. And like I say, when he starts getting stopped like that, and that's what I said. Your words are correct. Get your head back into the game.
Eddie Howe, for the first time in 3 games on the sidelines. Tunali. Passing it back now to Fabian Scher.
Come on, Bruno.
Bruno, well done there on the right to Jacob Murphy. Murphy, Trippier. Trippier with good intentions. He's calling for a handball there. The referee is not buying. Byrne just lost up there. But what the heck is Byrne gambling for?
Yep. He sees the opportunity to intercept, but he's nowhere near that ball, to be fair. And like I say, you're making hard work of it, and there's no need to.
Livramento on the left side.
Ipswich are just trying to block the channels now to stop us progressing down this left-hand side, which is obviously our favoured side. But very interesting tactic, this, from McKenna. Good ball.
Barnes. Can't get through Barnes. Tonali, well done to read the play right and gets the ball back for the Magpies. Bruno. It looks like, Bruno loose going forward. We need him to think, Bruno G.
Play.
Tonali. He's going to have to pass it to Murphy. Murphy's going to cross it. And deflect it. That's going to be a corner kick for Newcastle United, the first one of the night. For the Magpies.
It's a strange start because it's like, for me, as you've just seen, Murphy's crossing the ball into the box. There's 2 players to aim at. Everybody's playing behind them, if you like. So nobody's really driving to get into that box to get those bodies in there. And again, it's about movement. We look a little bit stagnant at the minute. Let's get going.
A corner. Work it short. Nobody shot that one. Willock had an opportunity. Tonali had an opportunity. Nobody home, and now be careful because the lap is on the run. Delap with the pass to NC. So, that was a poor pass right there by Delap. But I tell you, we got lucky on that one. And you can tell Byrne making that run was impossible for him.
Yeah, the dummy in the opposition box beat everybody. He not only dummied their players, but it dummied ours as well. And the pace on the ball, it just run kindly for Enciso to run onto. And that's, like I say, you've got to be careful with these. Ball into the box from Ipswich.
Be careful.
Well done, Trips. I mean, if Tonali was a yard further forward, it was like on a plate. It was there just ready to be, hit. But like I say, Tonali is just sitting a bit further out, allowing Bruno to fill that void, if you like.
Well, that could have been a good opportunity there, but man, right after Ipswich.
Yeah, it certainly doesn't look fluid, does it? It's like it. Go on, sorry, mate.
No, Ashington says one of Ipswich's worst teams, and we haven't gotten one yet. Well,
we're a long way from finished, and I think, like I said, it looks nervous. We do look nervous at the minute, and I think we just need to settle down with something. If we get 1 goal, it could lead to 5 or 6. That's what I'm saying.
Should be a yellow, by the way, this.
Yeah. I mean, Megs is the word. Yeah, it looks frustrating for a lot of players out there, to be fair. There's a lot of players not smiling at the minute.
Yeah, they're both having a conversation there. And Greaves with Jacob Murphy. That's a good pass right there. It's a little bit long.
Yeah.
But, I think that if we score the first one, the game might break open. But what the heck? What?
What's happening here? They're arguing amongst themselves. Never mind.
what was that about, man? This is but it's Burgess and Palmer who were just literally
Obviously, Burgess wanted it short, and Palmer's having none of it.
fighting for the ball. Well, anyway.
And to put salt in that wound, he's kicked it straight out of play for a throw into Newcastle. I mean, I think that's going to be the thing, isn't it, today? The stats say it's all regarding passing the ball and pass accuracy. It's going to be one-way traffic. And this is what I said. It gets frustrating because the longer the game goes on, the closer to the edge of the seat that we all get.
Fabian Schär.
Oh, it's terrible again.
Nobody.
You play a touch too many times.
There you go.
See it and pass it. They take that extra touch, and all of a sudden, the space that was there gets closed down. You see, and I think that is something. Again, it's that I keep saying the mental side of football. Well done, Tonali, in the end.
Well done there, Barnes. Barnes a bit quiet. It started a bit busy on the first few minutes, but then hasn't been getting the ball back. So we shall see. We've actually been attacking on the right side a lot more than the left, which is surprising. There, it could have been ahead. Oh, it's a goal! What in the world? Oh, man. What?
That is terrible.
What's happening here?
The keeper's just run into him.
Wait. You can't do that.
The keeper's just run into him.
Well, look at that. And I tell you what, Ipswich are having problems in defense. Like their defenders and goalkeepers are not getting along right now.
This could be the worst. This could be the worst decision that Palmer could have ever done. If they have a look at this.
What is Bruno's fault? Literally, the ball bounced off of him.
What's this here?
He's allowed to stand there.
The ball
He's allowed to stand. Look at Bruno. Bruno's not even paying attention.
He just turns his back. The keeper bounces off him. That
is a goal. That has to be a goal. And now look at, Ipswich and defense and the goalkeeper. No, this is
decision.
How can it be a no goal?
Jeez, I tell you,
he's not standing in front of.
He does. There is contact, but the keeper goes down so easy. If that would have stood, that would have. Well, it should have stood.
It should have stood. You can't. The way he falls down to, I would just award the goal because of trying to fake a foul. You know what I mean? It's a joke, man.
It is awful. But Burgess and Palmer just aren't happy. They're constantly arguing amongst each other, Ipswich players. So it's like I said, this is what you need to do now. You don't take advantage of indecisions and things like that because there's obviously lack of trust somewhere within the ranks.
It certainly is. It's unbelievable. I don't know what's happening. Listen, man, maybe Ipswich should have shown this passion in the beginning of the season. Right now, it's too late. But anyways, it looks like Newcastle are closer than Ipswich, obviously, which is much more than we could say from the earlier first 5 minutes.
That's a better ball.
A nice cross there, and that's going to be a corner for the Toon.
Poor ball by Trippier in the end, but again, better weighted ball by Bruno in the space, so much better. Funny, we've 24 minutes gone, and there's not really an effort at goal yet.
Well, yeah, we haven't actually yet.
Neither side. It's not just. You probably class that one from Delap that just.
Well, you would expect us to be more. Oh, love it! I tell you what, Palmer is shaky. You got to shoot. Somebody's got to shoot, and
yeah. He looks all over the place at the minute.
Yeah, he looks bad. Tonali.
If the lads don't feed off this indecisiveness, then we are in trouble.
Exactly.
That's a better ball.
You got to challenge him. Nice cross there. Oh, I think Harvey Barnes who had an opportunity to get up there if he was a bit taller. Now Ipswich with the ball. And Ciso is going to lose it. Newcastle back with the football. Tell you what, though, my 4-0 prediction is not looking so good either.
Mate, I favour the ones more than the 5s and 6s. Dirks has gone for 10. If there's 10 goals in this, God blimey. Well done again. Come on. Don't think about it, Tino. It's going to be a frustrating day, this one. That's what I said. You know, they're just blocking the passing lanes, which is pendulum football for Newcastle, just trying to find the spaces. And we need just something to happen in front of goal to get them to think again.
Nice movement there. Jacob Murphy passing it back to somebody. Nobody there. And now
there's nobody in
Ipswich
front of
lucky.
the lap, though.
West Ham are losing right now, says NTTV. Interesting.
Yeah.
Also, somebody was saying something about Southampton and Fulham playing. Southampton beating Fulham right now 1-0. So interesting to see what's happening around the league. A lot of games are being played right now at this moment. Come on,
Tonali. You started your run trip here, then stopped, and you know that's why he's clapping his hands, because you know it was your fault there. Tonali sees the run. You don't get a chance to hesitate then once you start passing the ball, and if your player that you're passing to stops running, it makes you look an absolute idiot because the ball goes to nobody.
Palmer now with the hoof, and there's a tussle there in the midfield between Willock. I don't know what's happened there between Willock and Morsey, and they have been going at it.
Morsey's just he's just trying to get him wound up, mate. I tell you, that's the idea.
Let's take a look at it. Well, yeah, there is a wrestle there.
Look at that.
There's
Willock tries to.
And a half.
Yeah, Willock goes in front of Morsey to try and stop him from running forward, and then he just wrestles him to the ground. I mean, I don't know it just seems as if everything has just stopped again. What's going on here now? What are we waiting for, ref? Are they having a look at this? Oh, violent conduct.
Possible red card, violent conduct, possible red card.
What, for Morsey? Oh, bloody Willock. I'm hoping it's...
But I don't even know what happened there.
I mean, it was handbags.
It was a takedown,
but nothing. Yeah.
Anyways. Tino Livramento, Harvey Barnes, and now Dan Burn.
The problem is you'll never stop it unless he gives him a yellow card. So, like, it's been, there was a potential verdict there for violent conduct. So there was obviously something going on. So that's your second time now that you guys have done something off the ball. So you give him a yellow card. It stops that third time, because now he has to think about everything he does. Now it's a case of, don't do it again, you naughty boy. And I don't mean give a yellow card to Willock. Come on about Morsey. There's lots of conversations going out amongst each other. In the black and white shirt. Man. Yeah, lots of conversations, but again, doesn't seem to be a lot going on. Across now. Come on, Dan, get off the floor.
Oh, and that's going to be a whistle being blown there. I guess in the attacking foul.
Yeah. He didn't get off the floor, and again, I don't understand.
By the way, Isak's been absent.
Yeah. But he's had no service.
That's what I mean. Yeah,
he's had no service whatsoever. That's what I said. They're playing round him rather than through him. And in a minute, what you're going to get is Isak coming further and further deeper, and then you lose that forward slot because you again not playing within the zones. There's enough quality in this black and white team now, this side, to actually play through Ipswich, even though they're doing the mid to low block. Some of the final balls are just a little bit too hasty for me. Come on, Tino, you got to get there, son. Well done. Don't leave it to Tonali, Tino.
Man, Tino, messed up on that one, and now Johnson. And that's going to be a foul.
Yeah. And you'll get a booking for this.
Oh, it's not going to be a foul. He's going to get booked for
diving. Simulation.
For diving. Oh, let's take a look at that one then, because I thought that was a foul. Thank goodness he wasn't.
Well, he dangled a leg, and I think, yeah,
Well, I mean,
he dove over over his leg, didn't he? He didn't touch him. He just literally Dan Burn dangled his leg out, and it was a case of, oh, I'll go over then. You and your big tail.
well,
Yeah, not the best 30 minutes I've ever seen of football.
no, it's been just choppies all over the place. People trying to fight each other. I didn't expect this, to be fair.
No. Oh, Tino. See, as I said, there's not a player around him. And like Tino's first touch there out of his body, and it goes straight to an Ipswich player.
Another foul now in the midfield.
Yeah. Well, it's only going to be a matter of time before one of these is sorted. Wolves have just gone 1-0 up against Leicester. Wolfenden's back on the pitch. Lots of discussions going on where this is going to go from Morsey. So he's playing down the lines.
Oh, the shot there.
Yeah, I thought he was going to...
Mercy.
It looked a bit closer than it actually was, to be fair. Cecil just tried to play into the channels. Ball wasn't that held up really well for him. And then Cecil just ran onto it and hit it from a bit of an angle, but couldn't keep it down.
Julio Enciso. I think it's Paraguayan.
Yeah, I think that rings a bell. Poor ball again across the Trippier.
Interesting player. Trippier couldn't get to that one. Ashington says, ref dodgy as always. Wouldn't expect anything less from the Premier League. Well, that goal to me was dodgy, man. I don't know. That goal annulment.
Yeah, like I said, the trouble is now with goalkeepers, they're far too protected.
Yeah, you can't
go
touch
anywhere
them.
near them. No, you can't go anywhere near them.
I feel like if your teammate pushes because his teammate actually pushed Bruno, and then Bruno, obviously, what is he supposed to do? Again, can't just disappear. He kind of makes contact with the goalkeeper, but that is nothing to warrant a fall like he did. Like he just dove. Tonali losing the battle there. And I'll tell you what, man, Ipswich moves. Players are moving nicely and swiftly there.
Yeah, but they are living off our mistakes, mate.
Yeah, for certain.
You know what I mean? I mean, there's no quality in this Ipswich side. It literally is picking up scraps, but we're allowing them to. And like I say, as we've seen before, Tonali's starting to get ruffled. You can always tell when players aren't playing well because they argue and question every decision. When it's just not being like the rub of the green, if you like. We just need to be a little bit more quicker on the ball delivery. For me, it's like Fabian Schär is walking, and all you do is close the space off.
Well, Tonali, Livramento with Harvey Barnes has been some quiet. The cross there to Isak. Oh,
just too much on it. I mean, as daft it looks, he got too much on that. It's crazy, isn't it? To think if it had glanced that, it would have probably fell into the bottom corner.
Yeah. I think
great ball.
Nice ball there out of nowhere by Barnes. It's a bit too high. Oh, losing the ball there now. Ipswich, Newcastle. Murphy with the cross.
Come on.
Isak. Oh, he had.
Oh, Isak.
Should have made more of it, certainly.
Yeah, he had time to bring it down. Again, the opportunities have come thick and fast in that last 30 seconds. Again, this is why Palmer obviously didn't want to play the ball to Burgess because he just gave the ball straight to Newcastle.
I don't think Isak. I don't think he
But-
even expected it, to be honest.
No, but I mean, he's trying these. He's done that more than once now, though, hasn't he? He's trying these little,
Yeah.
back heels. It's like he's trying for a
like a-
scorpion kick.
Like whipping it. He just wants to
Yeah.
whip it.
It's like an impossible chance.
Nice to see Tiger Studios, who only shows up when we're doing bad. Appreciate it. Such a Newcastle fan you are. Dan Burn. What the heck is, man? I just don't get it, man.
No.
Why can't we play simple? Everybody's got a position to play. Play that and then try something else, man.
I think it's like I said, the problem we have, and we've done it for forever and a day, is when teams play low and deep against us, we just continue the ball and we just continue moving forward with the ball. And the problem with doing that is the space in front of you then becomes narrow, so the passing lanes have gone. It's a good chance here.
Across there, Willock could have done something there. And okay, that's not gonna be. I think that was a foul by Burn, and that's gonna be a foul as well on Isak by Isak. Jensen, yellow, and that's a red card.
He's off. He's gone.
Oh, he is off now, Johnson.
Johnson, what a fool. He gets a yellow card for simulation, then he drags Isak back. I mean, that's just asking for trouble.
Yeah.
Well, you know what the problem is now, don't you? It literally is. They'll be playing for the draw.
No, they're going to be back.
It will be literally. I mean, I know it sounds crazy. It spoils the game to a degree, but it's not us that's got the red card. It's them. So again, it's about trying to, instead of moving the ball forward as a person, as an individual, if you see the pass on, do it early. Yeah, I mean, it's yellow all day, isn't it? I mean, it's just so silly when you're already on a yellow card yourself. It's like, it's criminal, mate. That'd be a month's fine for me, not a week's fine. You can understand where they are in the league if they're like that.
Yeah, mentally not there.
No.
That's and now crazy. Newcastle with a dangerous free kick. Hopefully we can capitalize. So we play short. Barnes, nicely done by Tonali. Barnes with the shot blocked by Morsi. And a corner kick, was it?
Yeah. No, throwing.
A throw-in, almost a corner. That was a practice play.
He tried to shape it into that bottom corner, didn't he?
And Newcastle United with Sandro Tonali and now Kieran Trippier is going to play now on the right side with Jacob Murphy. Willock. Back to Burns. Livramento. Barnes.
Come on.
Barnes looking for an option. Bruno.
Play the channels.
The long cross there. And that's going to be a corner.
But again, you look at where that cross come from. It was the players moving in front of him that create the cross or the crossing opportunity.
Murphy. And it feels like it's going to come at any point now for Newcastle. You just have to be precise on that last play. Jesus. Well done, Livramento. They're back to Harvey Barnes. Harvey Barnes 1-on-1. Barnes cross with the left. Nobody home.
Nobody taking the chance.
That's going to be a foul. Yes, the referee is going to blow the whistle. A foul by Tonali.
Fell over there.
And look at that. The lap is laughing.
So
he knows. Oh, fuck off, man. Like, cool. Are you kidding me? And the lab knew it too, man.
Yeah, the tree fella.
Are you kidding me, man? Look at it. The lab is having a...
He went down so slowly, it was unreal. He was like,
Unbelievable, that. But Jack Clark coming off for Ipswich.
Yeah.
Godfrey coming into the pitch.
Needs to make a tactical change for the red card.
Well, 40 minutes underway. It's been a match that's been all over the place. Look at that. If only Pope could
Do that with his feet.
do that with his feet. Are you kidding me? Did you see what he did with his hand,
bend
man?
on
It's
that
like
ball.
a bend on that one. That was a bender like Beckham.
Yeah. 4-4-1 now.
People in the
like
chat, let
Ipswich
us know
are
what. Oh, look at that
ball.
nice ball, Murphy. Murphy.
Move.
Oh, he's going to be there. Oh, my goodness. And now Ipswich have definitely gotten lucky on that one. That
Yeah.
would have been an amazing opportunity to score the first goal of the match.
That's the only problem with Banks of 4-4-2, 4-4-1 now, as they've gone. They go quite square at the back, you look.
There's
and
not
it
much
allows
space.
all the passing lines. Yeah. You'd have been better off just throwing an extra body in the like a fullback position rather than having the 4-4-1. That's close again.
A corner there. Newcastle trying to get a goal in before the halftime. A corner for the tune.
It should be shooting practice now, in all honesty.
Yeah. Well, they brought in that Godfrey just to put him on Isak. Big lad, it looks like. Trippier. Nice pass there to Barnes. Barnes with the pass
across.
back.
Go on.
Nobody home.
Again.
Somebody should have been there to tip it in. Man, Tonali now getting that ball back, it looks like. And Ciso's going down. The referee says play on. Tonali back with the ball, and Ciso's losing his mind.
rolling around. He's got the sniper out at him.
There's a sniper in the building. Tonali with the cross.
What?
Willock.
Isak,
Oh, what's that? Is that a goal? Was it in? Bruno
Off the line.
cleared
What's
off the
going on
line,
there?
but they are actually what's happening here? The referee is going to.
Yeah, they're all asking about Enciso's question in here. The referee.
Okay. Let's take a look. I'll tell you what. We need to see if that goal was in or not. But I think they got the technology for it, so they would know.
Yeah, it'd be on the watch
The
now.
cross.
Good cross from
Well
Tonali.
done, Willock, getting it in there. Yeah, nowhere near. It was nowhere near.
Well done
Interesting
from
by Bruno.
though. Overhead.
Yeah.
Just getting it back in the danger zone.
Yeah, I tell you what, that would have been an easy own goal as well. So, well done by Wolfenden. What's happening here? 24 crosses into the box for Newcastle. Some have been really close to scoring. Let's take a look at this one. That's not.
It's nothing there, is that?
You know what Enciso was talking about, like a step down.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, get out of here.
Saying that he literally studied him. There was nothing in that at all.
Pushing and
Delap
shoving.
on
Everybody
Burn
ready for
now.
a dance off. Grab a partner. Delap and Burn.
Burn just holding him off. He's like, nah, not having that, mate.
And that's a little bit. Another referee's going to throw a
Yeah.
yellow card
Burn.
at Burn at Delap.
Yeah, there you go. Let's
It's
keep going.
BS, says Delap. You better be careful.
It's what he should have done to Mosey, you see.
Hey, no, they're,
With
they're
Willock.
still going at it. Don't touch
Yeah.
me. Why are you touching me? Don't touch me. Why are you touching me?
Oh, my days.
This is the pettiest match I've ever been a part of, I tell you,
It's
man.
like handbags, isn't it?
Yeah. And the tune, by the way, the 12 men is alive because they are keeping it entertained. They're keeping it loud, and we just didn't do anything with this play, man. What the heck? And by the way, there's a lot going on in the penalty box. There's this. What the heck is going on?
There's
man?
a lot more going on between players than there is shooting at goal.
Yeah, I know, man. What was it? There was a wrestling match in there. Bruno with the cross into the box. Burn, not able to get it. Oh,
Isak.
Alexander Isak has his powder.
Great
wet
pass.
today. A great pass. Murphy with the pass back.
Go on.
Tonali! Go on the post!
Go
Be
on.
careful! Oh, my goodness gracious. God almighty, what a shot by Tonali.
Oh.
Just on the post, and it could have been scored on the bounce as well, but
Feed the horse. That's what he keeps
my
saying. Keep
goodness.
feeding
That's
the horse.
exactly what I'm telling you. Tonali needs to shoot more, man. Why have we not
Well done, Murphy.
let that happen? Willock, a lot going on now. Tonali's going to get the ball back. Oh, that's going to be a foul right there. That's got to be a foul. Play on, says the referee. Willock, the pass back. Murphy
shot!
to shoot. Oh my goodness, and a throw in.
Referee, you've got to go and have a word.
And that's got to be a
That
yellow
is
card,
awful.
That's got to be a yellow card. And this match is all over the place. I can't even look at it.
Penalty
And now
ref!
the penalty is looking
Penalty
for
ref!
And the referee says, no, get up.
Come on, let's have a word.
Tripper is going to have a word. What is going on with this match,
It's
man?
crazy, mate. It's WWE. It's not football.
It looks like he was pulled down, like Murphy. Murphy was pulled down, was he not? That was a penalty.
Well, there was certainly some.
And I tell you what, one person I do not envy right now is the referee. Although he might be playing or not calling the game right or whatever. Imagine being the referee in this match.
I know. Jeez. Get a grip.
Listen, that's the pass right there. Well, I tell you,
he got his arm. He did get his arm.
He got his arm. So VAR's taking a look at it. But did it happen?
He reached out
outside of the
pulled.
box, though.
Well,
did the contact happen outside of the box?
Yeah, there's certainly a hand on his arm there. So,
see, he touches him when he's outside, though. I think that's what they're going to go.
Yeah, but look at his foot there. Look, it's inside the line. If it touches the line, it's a penalty.
Yeah, but I think he grabs his arm when Murphy is outside.
I'd say
of the
that
box.
was a penalty for me.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
If he's daft enough
to take a look at it.
If he's daft enough to go and have a look, well, if he's going to the screen, it's a penalty because they always change their mind. I'll be well surprised if he doesn't. For me, in CISO there, once you make contact, you're asking the question.
Look at the Toon fans in the background, just
yeah,
just telling me how, man.
Come on.
So I'm afraid he can use. I don't know, but I'm actually
Well, it may be.
It could be. See right there, he's a.
Yeah,
he has. I think he has a reason to play both. Let me see.
Yeah.
He makes contact outside the box, so I don't know.
He does pull on his arm,
and I'm not gonna lie, man.
He's got to give a penalty there. He reaches there.
If they give a penalty like that against Newcastle, I would be upset, to be honest. But I'm gonna go with the referee. Says penalty given now for the Toon.
It's got to be a penalty.
And I tell you what, right at the end, oh mercy, this match is.
It's certainly something to write home about. Jesus.
Palmer, who is not having a good night, is going to have to save this one for Ipswich. Alexander Isak, I'm assuming, is going to be the one in charge. I think Trippier is just standing there just in case he may want some assistance.
And Trippier is always the one who calms everything down, and he hold the ball, let him get away from it so he doesn't get involved mentally with any players.
Well, I tell you what, Isak is a goal-scoring machine with penalties as well. So I mean.
Oh yeah, I have no issues.
He's a penalty taker and a half, certainly.
I mean, I have no issues with Isak. I mean, he's so precise when it comes to dead ball situations, penalty spot wise. I mean, he's good. He's ice cold.
Bet says, in the words of Lewis, this ref, Lewis Newcastle fan, because Lewis always complaining about the ref.
Yeah, the referee. Yeah.
Alexander Isak, ladies and gentlemen, the penalty.
Yes. Wasn't
in.
Wasn't tucked in. Get in. Yes. I'll do.
I gotta put the hat back on, man. I haven't put it on. Get in. Well done. Excellent execution, by the way. It's.
That has been a crazy first half, though.
I tell you what, man, that was criminal. That first half.
Yeah, I say it wasn't tucked into the corner.
Yeah, no, it wasn't a flawless execution. To be fair, it was. I think he opted for just being really quick. And it was quick enough.
His last 5 penalties is only the one that's gone right, which has been saved, which is where he's just put it again. So he's missed 1 in 5. Well, 1 in 6 now, I think.
Toon Nut, I mean, we don't always see eye to eye, but I think we may agree on that one. He says that wasn't a pen, but I'll take it. I mean,
That's soft.
even if he touched him, by the way, inside the box, I just felt like Murphy just went down like a sack of potatoes.
Yeah.
But listen, it is what it is, I guess. I don't know.
Players do it both sides. Like I say, it's an equal platform, and you've seen their player get a card for it. Like I say, you're asking the referee or the officials to make a decision if you want to touch somebody in the box these days. So it's like I said, keep your hands down and play with your feet.
I'll tell you what, I'm very entertained. So I actually wish that the second half is as entertaining as the first half. I mean,
well, as long as there's more goals, it will certainly be more interesting.
It's crazy, man. Players just wrestling around. They were just doing their own thing.
That's
Anyways,
yeah,
it is
interlude.
halftime, ladies and gentlemen. And boy, oh boy, my oh my.
Oh dear. Well, there's a big boxing match tonight, and I'll tell you something now. If this is the warm-up card, it's going to be entertaining.
My goodness, man. Betsy, is breakfast ready? Let me know because I'm starving. It is 9:50 in the morning here in America.
2 seconds.
Yeah, man, go. So let me know because I am starving right now. And Cecil right now has dropped in points as far as his overall score of the game because he obviously gave away a penalty. And Johnson as well. I mean, red card. It's going to go downhill for Ipswich because clearly, we're a better team. But on top of that, they gave away a penalty, a red card. Things are not going to go great. But Jordan says the first half was full of drama. I tell you that, man. You can say that again. Unbelievable. You're right. Brent, crazy first half, but 3 points is 3 points exactly. We made some mental mistakes, and that's kind of where the cookie crumbles for us. I think that if we would have, it's not a matter of if we're turning up for it or not. I think we are in the game, unlike the Aston Villa game, but it's just mental mistakes, passes here and there, giving the ball away. I mean, Byrne made a couple of mistakes there, in our box that shouldn't be happening. On top of that, he's running around like a headless chicken, man. He does that that's a part of his it's part of him now that has not been fixed. That Eddie Howe, when he was questioned earlier in this season against Man City, he says that he likes it. So if the manager likes your center back running around when he is 6'7" and he can barely keep up on a one-on-one race, then you have an issue with that, I think Dan Burn has had in the same token, one of the best seasons he could ever have. But certain things need to be fixed. Isak was absent until the penalty, until actually the last couple of minutes he was getting served left and right. Barnes was serving him, and he was able to put his head on a few balls here and there and stay active. And then obviously the penalty is going to go to him. So yeah, I think it was is it deserving? Yeah, I think so. Because we've tried harder than Ipswich, and so
they're a poor side, aren't they? I mean, they are a very poor side. You can see that. I mean, it's all huff and puff. And even when we aren't, and again, we didn't start the game very well at all. It was very much the case of they were picking up from our mistakes, and we were making them look good. But we have now got to start looking at, like I say, the early pass. When we started doing it towards the latter end of the first half, what a difference the side looked. Instead of waiting and taking that extra touch, get the ball gone. Play into the areas, then move into another area, because then you get a chance of a return if there isn't a shot on target. So there's the last 10 minutes for me were the best out of the 45 for Newcastle. Before that, it was lots of huff and puff from both sides.
And right now, final result, Chelsea beating Everton 1-0. Newcastle right now 1-0 to Ipswich. So far, halftime at Brighton 1-0 to West Ham, beating West Ham, Brighton. Southampton beating Fulham at halftime, as well as Wolves beating 1-0 to Leicester. Everybody's 1-0.
1-0. It's the home of 1-0s.
Beating Leicester as well at halftime.
And Chelsea was 1-0 as well, remember?
Yeah, and that is full time. Yeah, exactly.
That's a full time.
So that would be probably historic.
That would have been a good one, wouldn't it? Doing 1-0s for every game and home wins.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but if you think about it, Ipswich, man, they're a depleted team, and on top of that, you got a red card and you got a penalty given. You're not gonna win.
No, they've been very poor. If I'm honest
But
with
I
you.
do disagree because with Tiger, because he was saying Isak got the red card. No, he didn't. Johnson got the red card. Isak made an excellent move, but Johnson could have just not done what he did. He was an idiot for trying to just hold on to Isak for some reason on that side. It wasn't dangerous really. So I don't know. But then at the end, this one was crazy. That
Yeah,
I don't know. It was a great pass though, but I don't think it was intended to be a pass. And this right here, boom, Tonali onto the corner. Man, that would have been an absolute shocker of a goal.
hit the angle of the bar and post. I mean, it was such a great strike, and that's what I said.
Yeah.
It takes some talent and some execution to keep your head, your hip, and everything through the ball, and that's what I said. He keeps it down, and as I said before, you've got to look at. When you've got a player of his ability that can hit the target 9 times out of 10, it puts the opposition in that mindset. We've got to close you down, and with him coming towards the ball, you always should have space then with that extra body closing you down. So we should utilise him. We should utilise him a hell of a lot more, not only for the shooting, but to actually work off him in the channels.
Yeah, I think we will win tonight. But I think Ipswich, for what's happened to them tonight, they are keeping it closer than we thought they were going to keep it. Especially in the beginning, I thought it didn't look right how they were attacking us. It looked like Brighton got a goal taken away from them as well, from being an offside.
Yeah.
How's he? Oh yeah, he was offside. Yeah,
he was the one who passed across. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of 1-0s right now going on in the league. Mackenzie family could have been Tonali's special. That's how you know he can shoot, man, because he is by himself and it literally textbook execution and just unlucky, man, that thing was right into the post. And we could have scored right after, by the way, but on the bounce. But it just didn't happen. I think 30 minutes to work up, Gavin Fuller says.
Yeah. I mean that's it. It's a shame because you have got to, you look at these games and you think, oh, it's going to be it's going to be, a walk in the park. And like I said, you have to make your chances. And we didn't look aside able to create very much in the first 30 minutes. It was really, like I say, difficult. And I'm not saying they made it difficult for us because they didn't. They didn't defend deep. They just would come across as a unit to block the left-hand channel, and it was going across to the right-hand side. There was crosses into the danger zone, crosses into the box from us, but nobody from the midfield attacking them. So, you are going to always question yourself when it comes to should we be more than 1-0 up? Because, if you look at creating chances, apart from, you could say Bruno's overhead, which was cleared off the line, Tonali's hit the angle of the post and bar, and the penalty against a really poor side. Can you remember anything else that we created that was dangerous? Because I can't.
No, it was definitely a sloppy game. It's a game all over the place, man. I mean, fights going around, an argument. The referee, I don't envy him one bit. I tell you.
No, but I think that's also the problem. I think there's more attention towards what's going off the ball than there is on the ball, rather than just getting on with the game. I mean, we saw it with Willock. Willock's tussle with Morsey, and it just becomes a personal thing. It's like me versus you rather than us versus them. And I think, like I say, once we got our heads out of our backsides to a degree and started playing football around them, you look a different side then. Yeah, and we look to tear them a new one towards the end of the first half, but it wasn't the same. And I said, you're playing a couple of good sides coming up in the next couple of games. You start off like that, and all of a sudden, you find yourself a couple of goals down. It's a long way back, and and we've got to be a lot tighter, and we've got to be more clinical when it comes to our passing. To me, that's been our downfall most of this season. We're a strong side, but when you start taking 1, 2, and 3 more passes than you actually need to deliver the same ball, it becomes very difficult for you, because what was space there gets closed down, and when you give the ball into the space then which was available to that player with receiving the ball has also got less and less, because people start to play in the same zone. So for me, I think we just need to move the ball quicker, and if we can do that, then I can't see anything else but 3, 4, 5 goals.
We should technically finish it off. I mean, we got to be smart though. We have to take our opportunities and finish them. I think 1-0 is still too close for comfort. They can just they can just tie at any moment. So although it's difficult now for them because they got 10 players and not really shown much. I think in the first half when they had 11 players, they shown a little bit in the first few minutes of the game. Still 1-0. We got to close it up. I think we need to do that. Rory says referee lost the plot here. I'm a Chelsea fan, and it's annoying me. It's not a penalty, and the lap cupping off a yellow and not then burned for that interaction is a joke. Well, I could agree. The lap was laughing the whole time, man. He was laughing at Tonali because he got the referee. Yeah, the referee's been absolutely a joke. I mean, and even if we talk about the penalty, I have to admit I think it was a soft penalty if it is one. And I don't think it is. I mean, you just touch him on the arm doesn't mean that he needs to come down like a sack of potatoes, and he certainly did that. But it goes around though. It happens all the time. It's and one thing that we need to remember: the referee is not good, but they're human beings as well. Like they're not a robot. It's not programmed to do one thing, and he's supposed to do that nonstop. Or they're gonna make mistakes. Now, when you add VAR and they still make mistakes, well, it's difficult.
I think you set out your stall at the very start, and that's what I said. What happened with Morsey and Willock. Once you start telling them you're not going to put up with it, and like
exactly, they're going at it.
You let the first one go, which is fair enough. Give them a rollicking. The second one, you show them that you're affiliating the game, and that at the end of the day, now that stops. And you go to your captains, you get your 2 captains together, and you say, tell your lads, because next time one of them's going to get gone. So, we all point the finger at certain individuals for things that happen on the field of play. And I said, if you've got 2 yellows, like as daft as what's his name did, who was their player that got carded? Johnson. That was 2 crazy bookable offences. Not really challenging. It's just diving and then holding back. I mean, it really is. As a coach, you get soul destroyed when players do that to you.
Yeah. And by the way, Byrne did get booked. I just see right here.
Yeah, he
got
did.
booked.
He got booked when Delap and him were having a dance in the penalty area.
Yeah. Farmer here says rest Isak Wilson should be fine for this second half with them playing double parked bus. I don't know about that, man. I don't trust Wilson at all. And the game's still very much open.
Oh, absolutely. Well, there's only one goal in it. Yeah, it only takes a deflection, and you've lost 2 points, and that's what you've got to remember.
Oh.
We've just got to be. We have literally just got to keep our heads and play the game.
Exactly.
Don't get rolled up. And again, you can make this an equal opportunity.
My lovely wife with my breakfast.
Oh, look at you. Yeah, my lovely wife has just come back as well. So how about that? It's like, it's like the parting of the waves.
Thank you. And I'm glad you're doing the commentary on the second half, because
yeah, you can just chew on your cud. Yeah?
I can just chew on my. By the way, this is Peruvian food, really good. I don't think if I mentioned the meat, you guys are gonna freak out probably, but this is like
guinea pig.
No, it's not. Well, we're doing not guinea pig. Peruvian people do eat guinea pigs, not me. Though.
I know. I had it when I was there.
No, this is the belly. I think fat of this is the belly of the pig.
Yeah, we have that.
It's like wrinkly. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I don't know what it would be called, but anyways, so
tripe.
I think maybe tripe, something like that. Yeah. It looks like white and like
that's it.
wavy.
That's it. Yeah. Tripe.
I think it's Andy Bell says, what we saying, peeps? Well, listen, game's not over, but we definitely got to put our head down to get to work. Certainly tonight. Everybody going at the Chelsea fan. Listen, man.
Leave him alone.
It is what it is, and they won 1-0. By the way, they're still in the fight.
They're still in the fight.
They're still in the fight. Unfortunately, Everton couldn't do do us a favor. But we are third, ladies and gentlemen, and looks like the second half is about to get underway. So, Isaac is about to kick
kicking towards the Gallagher. So let's go for it now. Let's go for
that.
That
is right. Ipswich Toon getting a second half underway. Gary, go on.
Yeah, well done, mate. So Murphy now picks up the ball down on this right-hand side, given to Trippier. Little pass inside now to Bruno. Bruno looks up and looks for options. He goes back to Shaw, out to Byrne, who goes out looking, and he pulls it back towards Shaw. Gives it in back. Lots of space in front of these two centre halves. Ball gets through to Murphy, inside to Bruno. Isaac tried to trip it onto Murphy. Ooh, was that? Sorry, it wasn't Murphy. I thought.
That's Murphy. Something we didn't mention either. Like the goalkeeper and the centre backs fighting,
having a go. Yeah, that's what I said. It's just been absolutely mental because they can't get on with the opposition. They can't get on with themselves. So it's down with 10 men. Palmer now clears along. Over Cisse and Delap trying to get onto the second ball. Tonali with a little bit of a scuffle gets the ball out to Murphy. See, Trippier, they holds his hand up because there was a beautiful ball down the line. If he'd have done it to Tonali, he would continued his run. Ball's now with Tino. Tino plays it inside. Harvey Barnes now playing on this inside left position. Tonali. Back out to Dan Byrne. Dan Byrne now. Square to Shaw. Shaw out to Trippier. It's just going to be pendulum football for a while, I would imagine, to try and find that space. Nice little ball from Murphy into Isaac. Back out to Trippier. Isaac again. Bit more of a diagonal ball. Bruno on a little bit of a rug scalp there. It's literally everybody in the penalty area.
Yeah,
Trippier with it. Yeah, just backing off and backing off. Newcastle just playing football in the quadrants. Bruno. Trippier drives the ball into the box. Challenge goes. Shoot! True! There's one for the records. Tonali put one over the bar. There's me saying what a great player he is. And it was that J7 ability. He still got it.
Out of nowhere, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, if you look at where he was, that's what I said. Coming in from that left-hand position, his body shape, he was trying to shape it with the outside of his foot to the near post. And I mean, he got it all wrong, to be fair, but it was a hard chance. I am ribbing him a little bit there. Dan Byrne with a header. Out to Isaac, out to Barnes. Tonali, Isaac. Tonali into the squares. Barnes!
He had an opportunity.
Yeah, again, central of goal. He was trying to shape it into that corner. And he just gets a little bit too much under it. And it goes over the bar. Great build-up play again now. Look at that. How easy is it when you play it early? You could see what he was trying to do. He just didn't do it well. Goal kick to Ipswich. So much better when they play quick in front of goal. It looks so easy rather than dilly-dallying on that ball. Ipswich just really can't get hold of it until Murphy gets a spoon. And it goes out for a throw into Ipswich. Greaves now with the throw-in. Plays it down the line, looking for Cisse. Again, picked straight up from Newcastle. All the way back to Popey. I think that was meant for Byrne, but it went through to Tino anyway. Tonali. Again, not a blue shirt anywhere near him. out to Trippier, who's got loads of room to run into here now with Murphy on the outside. Murphy now in line with the penalty box, plays it into the middle. Just too close that time to Palmer. I'm sure Palmer must think it must be great to have his hands behind the ball this time. Not look confident in the with balls in the air, to be fair. He's not really commanded his box whatsoever. Palmer goes long again. Again down onto this right back area for Delap to try and win some battles. But again, Greaves just trying to support him down this left-hand side. Kicks the ball out of play. So straight back for Newcastle. Shaw to Byrne. Again, lots of grass for Byrne to utilise. Tino. Just over the halfway line now on that left-hand side. Just stutters his run. Isaac. Again, Willett coming deep there just to try and get the ball. Down the line to Murphy. Murphy tries to drill the ball hard and low back towards Bruno, but it was blocked that time. From Burgess. Murphy again. Bruno this time. Plays it inside to Isaac. Willock has a snapshot. Blocked. Again, the lad's Delap just trying to keep hold of the ball. A little trip there by Trippier, who's holding his head in shame. Because Delap went down like, again, that tree.
And Delap is not, he got no shame, man. He
Look
just
at that,
laughs.
Man. That is crazy.
Just laughs at you, too. Look at that.
He's
man.
nowhere near him. It's crazy, mate. He'll be good in the black and white shirt, he will. Taking that off Bruno. It's like he's got Bruno's logbook and he's read it page for page because he knows how to win a foul.
He should have been probably ejected with 2 jealous simulations.
Yeah. I'm going to say, when you look at Johnson's simulation compared to his, Jesus. Tonali now. Sharp. Again, now press from the blue shirts of Ipswich. Plenty of time to bring it out. Back to Trippier. Coming up to the halfway line, Bruno. Into Isaac. Lots of runners behind him. Murphy now down the line. Murphy looks up and holds the ball up just to try and get some support in the box. It comes all the way through to Bruno. Bruno back out to Trippier. Trippier's got a chance of shooting here, but it gives it to Bruno. Bruno, a little dink into the box. He tries to drill it towards the back stick. Nobody there. Bruno's asking for a corner. He's not going to get that, I don't think. Not sure whether that was one of those Tonali cross shots, because it was nowhere near Tonali cross shot. Yeah, he's just aiming it at the back stick for a run-up, but nobody read the ball, read the pass. Again, nobody gambles that back stick. You notice that? It's 2 or 3 times in this match now where we could have had an opportunity.
Brink brings up a good point. We don't have nobody running into the back post for not the first time.
Well, that's the only thing Gordon does well, if I'm honest. Gordon does quite well on that back stick. He doesn't do it all the time, but he does it. That's a win ball back for Isa. Yes, just Ipswich now just getting closed down by Tonali and Trips in Cecil. Gifting the ball back to Willock now, who's on the halfway line. Runs into the Ipswich half, carries on going with the ball. Comes inside to Harvey Barnes. Barnes to Bruno. Bruno now looks up. Plays it out to Murphy. Murphy. Touch. Delivers the box. That's just deflected back towards Murphy. Trippier now goes on a run on the outside. He plays the ball into Harvey Barnes. Harvey Barnes with the snapshots. Again blocked. Tino. Drills to the back post, but it's a bit too deep. But it's picked up by Fabian Shaw. Shaw to Trippier. Trippier now just holding play up. Murphy back heels it to somebody that wasn't there. He obviously sees he's must be double-sighted somewhere because he's certainly seen black and white shirts that are nowhere near him.
What the heck was that? What's it Byrne yelling about?
I think he's looking at the deflection. When he gets the tackle in there, look, it comes off Delap's toe. It does come off his toe.
It does?
But I mean, he's never going to get that because there's no official anywhere near him. Ipswich now. playing the ball into Ciso. Again, it's closed down quite quickly, Ipswich. Who come on for the replacement? It was Clark went off, wasn't it? Can you remember?
Clark went off, yeah.
Yeah. I can't remember who come on for... doesn't matter.
I remember his name, but...
No, it'll come to me in a second. Tonali now, and just on the edge of the box, plays
Godfrey.
Godfrey, Isaac. Oh, sorry, it was Willock on a turn to try and get a shoot. Murphy now. Murphy driving to the line. He gets it drilled across the box. Palmer palms it out. A little bit of a half break on here for Ipswich. And again, ball is drilled from Moresby straight into Bruno. Harvey Barnes plays a great ball out though. It's Isaac. Isaac just looking to dink it to the back stick. And it's deflected out for a corner. Dude.
Well, I mean, at this point, it's just a matter of time, man, because...
It is.
Oh, there it is. Get in.
Dan Burn. Get in, Dan Burn. Lovely floated ball over to the back stick. I was just looking at who the player come on. Great ball from Trippier, to be fair. It was one of those perfectly lofted balls. It goes over the top of Palmer. Big Dan Burn coming onto the back stick.
If that doesn't go in, literally everybody went in the goal.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it was Dan Burn plus several other bodies that went into the goal. Short corner. Yeah, it was like a... Willock gives it to Trippier. Trippier Murphy. Murphy gives it to Trippier,
well done,
who
Trippier.
Literally gets the sand wedge out, drops it over to the back stick, and big Dan Burn and Bruno all waiting to head the ball home. It was a lovely sandwich, that was, to be fair.
Impossible for that not to be a goal.
Yeah, I mean, once it clears the keeper, there's only one way it's going to go, isn't it? Again, quick thinking from the corner, though. Like I say, kept it quick. And like I say, kept everybody on the toes in a black and white, and everybody in a blue shirt was on the heels. So it was well worked. 2-0 Newcastle. Big Dan Burn. I've just put in my fantasy league as well, so that's done me proud. There's a trip on Tripped. He gets the foul. He's having a while of a time. He's Delap. Partying with the crowd. He's going to love it. Trippier now.
Lovely.
Trippier to Bruno. Trippier back to Bruno. Seems as though these two were only playing on the park. Willock now on this right-hand side tries to slide rule a pass through to Harvey Barnes, and that was a strange clearance there by Ipswich, but they've managed to get away with it. Down into Ciso. Again, you're not going to have time there, guys. So it's 4-on-4 here if they play the right ball. Harvey! He tries a slide rule pass. Yeah, he tried a slide rule pass to Willock, and it just was too straight and a little bit too pacey. Ipswich down to, there's a... you know when the camera goes onto the crowd and there's a poor guy in the crowd yawning his head off. One of the Ipswich fans. And the last thing you want is to get a camera right looking at your back of your throat. Header from Dan Burn from that long clearance from Palmer. Trippier. Bruno Trippier. And Shaw. Tonali. Just literally controlling the game now. Newcastle, to be fair, it's so much easier when they play quick and concise. Or Murphy in two minds and screws up. Clearance there. Forced to Trippier. Trippier has a little bit of a tussle, but it comes to Tonali. Out to Trippier. Tino. It's far too many T's, far too many B's. Willock now. Out to Tina.
Come
Barnes. Harvey Barnes shaping. Gives
on.
it to Isaac, who gets challenged. And then it's a tussle with Enciso and Tonali. And like I say, there's... Tino goes down from a little step from Enciso, but I think he's asking a little bit too much there. Throw into Ipswich. Again, Dan Burn, he's just meat and drink for Dan Burn, that, throwing down the line. Again, tussles with Shaw and Enciso, but it's back with Dan Burn. Dan Burn goes square to Trippier. Just on the halfway line now. Newcastle playing towards the Gallagher's. They're favoured half to play in. Always like to play this way in the second half. And they're certainly playing better. Murphy now down the right-hand side. Drills a ball into the box, but there's not a black and white shirt in that box whatsoever. It's come all the way across to Harvey Barnes. Harvey Barnes flicks one up. Headed clear by Ipswich. Falls to Willock. Willock now just dropping a shoulder, trying to move players around. Harvey Barnes. Tonali's a bit more central. Tonali looks to shape one out to the right-hand side. Murphy on a volley towards him. It comes all the way back to Tino. Tino to Barnes. Barnes now. Oh, come on, just shape it. He comes out to Tonali now. Back to Barnes. On that left-hand side. Barnes whips one in, and it's headed cleared at the front post, and it's gone out for another Newcastle corner. You can't take your eyes off this one now. That would have been a lovely ball, that one, onto the head, if it wasn't for the clearance. Just waiting for Trippier now. Goes short again. Tina back to Trippier. Trippier just looking for support. Tonali comes out to him. Oh, Murphy shapes one.
Oh, and it's in. No. Oh no! I thought that was in.
Yeah, because it come off the backboarding and it ruffled the net. Not far wide, but it was wide. Yeah, he was just outside the far post, and the ball's shaping back, but there wasn't enough shape on that ball to get into the net. Unlucky shot. Well done to Murphy. At least you're making the keeper think.
Murfinho.
Yeah, the Brazilian Murfinho.
The referee doesn't want to be touched.
Yeah. Mad Dog, and he's having a chat because he's outside. He's don't forget, you've got the boss back now. You don't need to be in the technical area. Oh, nice little give and go with Fabian Shaw. Oh, come on, Isaac. That wasn't Fabian Shaw's problem. That was your problem. You wanted it too easy. Oh, yellow cards come out to somebody. Who's that come out to? Oh, Taylor. Is that?
Jacob Greaves, it looks like. Yeah.
Greaves, yeah. It was a light challenge, wasn't there? From Greaves. Tino. Into Willock, who plays the ball all the way through to Shaw. Again, everybody camped in the Ipswich half. Murphy now on this touchline. Plays it into Bruno. Bruno's so much space for Trippier to have a touch. Back to Bruno. Bruno shaping with his left.
He did too much.
Yeah, exactly. Again, we're overthinking this. We're overcomplicating. Bruno. Back to Trippier. Now the space that was there has gone. Nice little turn by Willock, though. He shots across goal, and it's in front of goal, and Ipswich still can't clear it. Come on.
Well, that's crazy.
Come on, Willock. Do it.
Come on, man.
Look at Bruno there. Just play a simple ball back to Bruno. Isaac now. Willock. Bruno. A little bit central. Bruno's trying to dance his way through a crowd of blue shirts. He's not going to do that. Comes all the way back to Fabian Shaw on the halfway line. Tonali now drills a ball out to Trippier. Trippier sees the movement of Willock and there's a challenge on Willock. And it's out from Taylor again. He's got his bit between his teeth, Taylor. He was having a right go at one of his players before. Again, taken short by Trips. Back to Murphy now. Murphy looks up and he's looking for some movement in the penalty area. Again, it's a bit dilly-dally, if I'm honest. Not enough effort in movement in the box. Trippier. Murphy. Bruno dinks it to the back stick. There's two chances.
Well, how did he miss that?
Oh, it's off the post. Off the bar and it's headed over. It was a bit looped up in the air, wasn't it?
Why couldn't he just headbutt, like shoot it straight down?
Oh, he's offside anyway.
Oh, well.
Big DB. Yeah, he's offside. You can see him. He's the one. Oh, no. Just goes a little bit too soon up there.
Burn.
Yeah, Dan Burn. He gets up in the air. He headers it back to the danger zone. And then Willock headers it, obviously, towards the back stick. And it's looped up over the back. We got Anthony Gordon and Miley coming on.
Yep, it looks like Gordon and Miley. So,
And
probably
Palmer,
Barnes.
who's not looked at the races all the game, now has gone down saying that he's got a bad ankle.
So probably Barnes and midfield, probably Willock.
Yeah, I mean, or give Bruno a rest.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, because if Willock comes off, then mind saying that, the only way players get better in certain positions is by continuing to play there. We just know that Marley doesn't. He seems to disappear a little bit when he plays in that. Oh, it is Willock. Yeah, he's not a happy boy.
Not a happy bunny. Oh, wait. Stay.
It was.
I think they've changed their mind.
Who's coming off? Willock's definitely coming off.
He probably told Barnes to stay.
He's not happy. It looks like Murphy's coming off. Yeah, it is.
Murphy.
Willock and Murphy.
Murphy saying, me? Yeah, you fool.
What's going on here? Oh, it's because they haven't sorted the numbers out on these bloody boards. God damn.
Yeah, they have to let, as if anybody sees that.
Yeah. So Anthony Gordon's on for one of them.
I think Murphy.
Yeah, definitely them two going off.
But I tell you what, I think Eddie Howe is making the trial, the trial and error right now. Like, he wants to see how he can play Barnes and Gordon together. Maybe.
Well, it's like I said,
because he might think I'm going to have to do this at some point.
Yeah, I just think it's a shame now because, like I say, you're moving Murphy over to this right-hand side, who's been involved in a lot of play on that left-hand side, and it's good. I mean, I'm glad that he's not being subbed. It's not. He's still continuing the game. And again, Harvey Barnes is a confident player.
He's right.
Yeah, and I hope he can start to show something and develop something on this right-hand side.
I tell you what, though, he's been crossing with his right a lot now. So
he's certainly got a good cross on him. He's got, like I say, and he can shoot with his left foot. So for me, he's the ideal player out of the two to come and play on this right-hand side. He's the one that I'd pick all the time. Tonali now just picks the ball up. It looks like there has been a little bit of a movement. It looks like Miley and Bruno has changed positions. Trippier driven the ball to the back stick. A little bit overhit, but Anthony Gordon's got that pace to recover well. Gordon now just looking to come inside.
Nice.
Plays a nice 1-2 with Bruno. Gordon on his right foot again. Nice give and go between him and Isaac. Ball comes out to Harvey Barnes.
Shoot.
Harvey Barnes with a little turn and shot. But
Handball.
They're all questioning whether the ball went up to hand there. And again, the referee is just going to give it 5 seconds to go upstairs and have a look to see if this is a penalty. There was certainly a shout for handball. Right at the start, Harvey Barnes tries to flick it round. It comes off the chest of Greaves. Then as he goes to shoot again, Let's have a look.
Well,
That's
man,
handball.
That
That's
angle,
handball.
that angle looks like handball.
Yeah.
I think it was.
His
check.
arms out. His arms out. And it's in an unnatural position, so it's a penalty. Unfortunately to them, because like I say, he's definitely handball there. I mean, it's a shame, but it is. That's the rules of the game.
Yeah.
I'll be surprised if this doesn't get given.
Let's take a look. I think it's when he shoots this one. Yeah.
Well, that's in a more of a natural position. Than the other
that's
one.
handball. I think it won't be though.
That one, if that's given, that's not handball.
Well,
There you go.
they're gonna play anyway.
The other one, the one before, that looked like it glanced his arm. It's in an unnatural position, but they didn't even shout for that one. So, anyway, still 2-0. No penalty given. Shaw, Trippier. And a bit staticky in front of Trippier at the minute. Harvey Barnes now to Miley. Trippier to Nolly. Yeah, it looks like definitely Miley and Bruno have swapped places. So, again, what I was saying before about we struggle to always fill that left-hand channel when J7 or Willock isn't playing. Now we've lost Anderson. There's only a few players that can play there. We know Tonali plays there for the international side. So Fabian Shaw now within shooting. Oh, dear. He drags it wide. The keeper's right-hand post. Again, turns away in a bit of disgust. Taps his forehead and says, "Why did I do that?" My sentiments exactly. Another couple of changes for Ipswich.
9 for 10. And Ciso coming off.
And Charlie Chaplin coming on.
Yeah.
Luckily for us, he's lost his cane.
And the lab coming off.
Yeah, well, he's only just returned from injury, so it doesn't surprise me, if I'm honest. He's run the channels well, but he's not had a chance, has he? He's not had a sniff. And Jeff Hurst has come on. So 2 from the past have entered the field of play. Oh, who's gone down now? Greaves has gone down. I don't know what happened there. Not like there was somebody stood on his toes or something. I don't know. Harvey Barnes it doesn't say. Oh, it's just the way he fell, wasn't it? He literally come down on his toes, and it looks like he's got a little bit of a twinge in his ankle, but he's carrying on, hobbling a little. What is it? He's given a free kick for that. Oh, come on!
That's crazy.
What the heck?
Maybe they go for a push-off or something. I don't know.
Dude,
That is stupid.
It was maybe a slight nudge, but nothing. Ball delivered about the 25-yard mark in the air, but it's again easily dealt with by Newcastle. This time there's been a clash of heads on O'Shea. He's been pretty quiet, to be fair, this game. Drop ball to Newcastle. Don't know if stop-start game now with all these questions. I'm just trying to have a look at that foul again. It was a little bit of movement from Trippier in the back of Greaves. Oh, Trips. Keep your eyes on the ball, son. Don't try and play the ball before you've got it. Greaves now with the throw-in to Ipswich. Down the line towards... headed back toward Trippier. Headed again to Barnes. Barnes lobs up to Trippier. Trippier, a little deft touch to Miley. Nice control out to Shaw. Burn now. With Tino on the outside. Anthony Gordon just pulling the players wide. Anthony Gordon now. Running towards the centre circle on the halfway line. Drills the ball across to Trippier. Barnes, just lots of movement if people are willing to run into it. Nobody wants to run into those angles into the 6-yard, into the penalty area. Bruno, Miley. It's all quite static. Little triangles between these three. Out to Dan Byrne. Out to Tino. Isaac getting in the action. wants the ball. He's up with a little mazy run. And he's just on a tug of a player's arm, and he gets foul against. And he's saying it's down there, ref. It's down there, ref. It's not anywhere near where he's dropped the ball. I'm going to give you the ball back.
Exactly.
Oh, they do take liberties. Palmer's now going to throw it another 5 yards forward, which I always do. Get your spray out. Dan Burn with the easy header to Fabian Schär from that long clearance of Palmer. Again, Newcastle on the front foot. Harvey Barnes comes inside. Oh, caught in two minds again. Great, the right ball, just the wrong execution. But again, poor from Ipswich. Straight back to Newcastle with a throw-in. Trippier on the halfway line now in the centre circle with Dan Burn. Bruno. I only ever see Bruno moving. It's funny, isn't it? It's like I keep looking up and I keep saying to myself, come on, boys. The only person I ever see in these rotations is Bruno coming to get the ball. Look at this now. Bruno again. Marley on this right-hand side to Harvey Barnes. Harvey Barnes plays it inside to Trippier. Trippier looks at the little run by Tonali, which is good. Again, just crowded out a little bit by blue shirts. Tonali with 4 shirts around him. Ball played long to Hurst. Hurst's first touch is awful, and it's a throw into Newcastle. We've got a bit dodgy again. Wilson's coming on.
And Osula.
Osula.
Getting some minutes in, William Osula. After not playing for...
I was going to say, he's going to be raw, isn't he? He's not played for such a long time, bless him.
Man, you better count on Osula running around like hell now.
Yeah.
Interesting. So who's coming off then?
Well, I would imagine now Harvey Barnes. Well, I'm going to say they'll rest Harvey Barnes.
That right there, I have zero understanding for.
What, to give him a chance on the right-hand side and then
not that. I'm talking about Barnes. Just, I guess he just wanted to see maybe what Barnes can do on the right for 5 minutes, and then you could just sub them off and play Osula.
Yeah, I mean, it does make you wonder why they just didn't do three changes and just get Barnes off and say to Osula, go. But the other side is you don't want to upset the balance too much. You want to keep the ball, let the clock run down, and then, when it looks like, I mean, Ipswich aren't offering a thing now. They're just it literally is how many we score rather than how many they score, and it is just us playing in front of them, and so why not give him minutes now? They're down to 10 men. I think it's probably a good shout, but I understand what you're saying. Why do it now rather than earlier on?
Yeah, just Osula. I mean, obviously, Wilson might would have waited until now, but Wilson there with the cross. Be careful.
Oh, Tonali. I thought he was going to put his laces through that. It comes to Osula, gives it to Trips, back to Osula on this right-hand side. Osula drills it into Bruno. Bruno tries to feed Osula again, but it's blocked that time. But again, the overloads down this right-hand side is ridiculous. Trippier's just saying, move to that back stick. Tonali now. Shaw. Dan Burn. I mean, it's like a training game, isn't it? It really is. Gordon. Trippier, Gordon. I mean, it is. It's the movement now is like from both sides. Good ball into Wilson. Wilson with his back to goal, which is his strongest place to Miley. Miley's got Tonali in the centre. Plays a nice ball out to Trippier. Trippier tries to get a ball in hard and low to the back stick, but it's blocked again by Greaves this time, out for a corner to Newcastle. One-way traffic all this second half, to be fair. Trippier now, 79th minute with a corner. Dan Burley's hands aloft. Trippier's saying something with his hands to players. He's not quite happy at the minute to deliver the ball into the box. Trippier now towards the. Oh, it's a shot! Oh, what a goal from Asula! What a header from Asula! That is a great header, I must admit. All the pace is on the ball. Asula go bang! I'll have a little bit of that into the other corner.
Wow. Get in,
wow!
boy.
Get in.
Yeah,
That'll
that's
do him
not
the
way.
world of good.
Exactly.
What a great header that was. I mean, everybody's. Oh, hold on. What's going on
Now,
now?
what are they complaining about now?
Oh, there's a push, apparently. The referee's
A
having a
push?
look. Yeah, there's a. Asula's on his knees. He's got. Listen, mate, this is going to be this chance of being disallowed. The referee's got his hands up up to his ear.
Nah.
There's nothing in that. There is
Disallowed.
absolutely nothing in that. Asula comes
Nothing.
round.
No push at all.
No
man.
push whatsoever.
Nicely
It was Wilson.
done.
It was actually Wilson.
Yeah, it was Wilson,
wasn't
but he doesn't
Asula.
even punish, though. He wasn't punished. I mean, he doesn't push it. That's
You watch this get overturned
no
because
way.
Wilson's actions there. That was a great header. Didn't need any
It's not even
interaction
pushing,
from
nah.
Wilson.
He exaggerated that, by the way. That guy.
Great header. Oh, yeah, but they've exaggerated everything. If I'm honest.
Osula getting on the board, and I tell you what, if they disallow that after he did all that celebrating,
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
man, he's
gutted,
gonna be
man.
heartbroken. Thank you, Sam. Super chatter. Thank you for the super chat. £2.
That's my boy.
Appreciate it.
Goal allowed anyway. So it's 3-0 Newcastle.
That's it. There we go.
Again, a really poor delivery down the line to Hurst, who couldn't do a lot with that ball, to be fair. McKenna looking a little bit disillusioned on the side because, like I say, they haven't, apart from scrapping it out for the first 25 minutes, they haven't delivered anything. They have been probably the poorest side I've seen at St James's Park this
And
season.
your 3-0 last minute change is very much on. Come on,
Listen,
man.
There's
If
9
we-
minutes left. There's 9 minutes left.
I need one more goal. Come on. And it is in the nick of time, by the way. You got to look at the NTTV table standings as well. And if
I haven't even looked at it.
if this maintains, Gary will be first, and I will be second. And so, but if we score one more goal, I will maintain it and take a 5-point lead, I think.
Yeah.
So come on now, don't leave me down, lads. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, listen, I'll take one for the team if we get another one.
Some are already in relegation zone, so you just give up. The ones that are predicting 10-0, yeah, they're relegated already. They're Ipswich right now.
There's just, I mean, it literally is just training at the minute. Bruno, what an easy ball. And Wilson.
Kind of, let me tell you something.
yeah.
My luck depends on Wilson. I'm not good for real.
Well, I think you've got more chance with Tonali, if I'm honest with you, because I think that was the ball. And Tonali had just overran where the ball came to. He was in acres of space if that ball was delivered correctly. Oh, the Botman's coming on.
Sven Botman going to get some minutes off. Who's coming up? Fabian and Cher.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect opportunity to get 8 minutes under your belt. There you go. Everybody that needs to get minutes. Yes, says Brand.
It's my luck that all the starters come off now. Come on, man.
He's still asking for that next goal. Listen, when these starters come on, they've got more chance because before that, they were rubbish.
Oh,
bless.
boy. Ian
Palmer.
says,
Go on.
Ian, be careful. Come on, pressure, man. Ian says, Ian super chatting. Thank you, mate. Says, my prediction was 3-0, so no more goals, please. There you go.
Me and you stick together, Ian.
Man, I should have changed mine to 3-0, man.
I kept on thinking to myself, you've gone 4, I'm 4. If it gets to 4, we both get 5. Yeah. I'm going to gamble. I was going to gamble anyway. And to be fair, it could have totally backfired on me because if we had started as we started the second half, I mean, listen, they're down to 10 men, but they're a poor side anyway. Oh, well done to Asula, taking a couple of players. I mean, like I say, his crossing experience now, it's practice. Asula from to Trippier. Asula's gone down easy there. He's not going to get anything there. And that's got out for an Ipswich throw. 85 minutes gone. Wolves are 3-0 up against Leicester. Brighton's 2-2, according to it. So that's they've done well to come back.
They're
Just looking
doing
at the
definitely
table
third
there.
right now, so that's good.
It's the goal difference that I want. Another 2 goals will do me if we can. Because we're 21 now, plus 21, and Man City's plus 23. That 2 goals for them more can be the same as another point if we can get more goals than them. So trust me, I'm with you. I'd rather have 5 or 6 in this one rather than the 3.
Goal difference is going to be something to pay attention for certain.
It will do as it's so close now. For these Champions League positions, it could be as silly as that. O'Shea coming off for Ipswich. Again, he's been pretty dormant, if I'm honest with you. Not done a great deal for Ipswich. And Lungo coming on. Luongo. I wonder. He looks Samoan. I wonder whether he's got some Samoan background in him. Palmer now telling him, "I'm not going short."
Hell Fox is Osulahimovic. Zlatan Willatan Osulahimovic.
Oh my days! Listen, I struggled to say Asula. Never mind that one. Nice little play there down the line with Trippier and Miley. Again, Greaves just blocking the pass. Tonali now brings the ball. Bruno sees the chance for Gordon to go and have a run into space. Gordon now. Wilson has got acres if he squares it. Oh, Jesus. Blocked. Cross. Back to Gordon now. Gordon now comes to the edge of the box. Bruno looks to shape one and it goes out to Miley. Miley looks to bring in Trippier. Trippier now. Asula on the inside. Miley. Trippier gets a bit of a tug on the back. Tonali. Trips. Asula's on the overlap. There's a chance for Bruno. Oh, he puts it over. Oh, my days.
Oh, Bruno, shame on you, man.
Bruno, listen, I didn't say I was going to share it. Oh, Bruno. What are you doing, lad? That was there for the taking, that was. I mean, it's an odd chance because it's coming over the right shoulder. So he's watching the ball coming over his shoulder. I mean, it's a difficult chance, to be fair.
Come on, Hells. Come on, man. It's time to make it's 4-0 stand. Come on. Exactly. We need to make that run.
Oh, you got a chance of Ipswich scoring. Greaves never in control of this ball. He stood up by Dan Byrne, who gets the challenge, and it's out for a throw-in down in this left-hand corner. They haven't been this high up the field for some time now. Ipswich, they've been pegged back a lot of this second half. Very difficult with 10 men. Sometimes people say you're better off with 10 men and you play. But when you've not got the quality on your side to start with, it's just a no-brainer, isn't it? Long throw from Greaves, headed clear by Trips. Back into Greaves. Olunga. Oh, Wilson closing that down, but Palmer goes all the way into Pope's hands. Again, just didn't look comfortable. Carlos Beliebert have just scored for Brighton in the 90th minute, so Brighton are 3-2 up now. Ball over the top for Wilson to run on to. He's got to go.
Oh, man. If my life depends on Wilson, I'm telling you.
I thought that was it. I honestly, when that ball went over the defender, I just thought he was going to run perfectly for Wilson to get off the score sheet because Win only needs 9 more goals. Oh, dear. If he gets one this season, he'll be happy.
I tell you, man. That's funny, actually. I can't have. That's why next season we're bringing up the board. It's just called the board.
The
where
board.
we put out all of our twat predictions, that like little ones, like Mighty Win saying that Wilson's going to get 9 goals this season.
Yeah,
get out of here, man.
It's hilarious. Hilarious. Yeah, we're gonna have to have like a donkey of the season or something like that, aren't we?
Exactly. Yeah, big donkey of the season.
Yeah.
Man, I got a cough I can't get rid of.
Oh, you got pneumonia. It's going around.
I'm telling you. One more coming. Come on, Helsazar.
Ipswich goes to the back post. Popey comes to claim, and he does so, and he throws it quickly towards Anthony Gordon.
Come on, Gordon, let's go.
Who's got half of the Haymarket to run into down that left-hand side. Running really deep towards the box. Anthony Gordon shoots, and it's into the arms.
So predictable, man.
Of Palmer. Nowhere near, if I'm honest. The scores are coming in thick and fast at the minute.
5 minutes in. 5 minutes in. We got hope, Hells. We got hope.
Yeah, Brighton 1-3-2. That looked a good game, to be fair. Still 3-0 from Newcastle. 5 minutes of extra time. We're into the 91st minute. Palmer again goes long to looking for Hurst, but again, no joy off that one. Miley, simple to Trippier. Tonali, and it's literally now at walking pace. They've read the messages that I've sent them.
Sent who?
To Anthony. Sent to the team. Said to the lads, come on 3 and they'll slow it down. Gordon. Bruno. Out to Asula. Who dances. Comes into central. It's a shot!
Oh, Asula, man. I know you're trying for me, brother.
I'll tell you something now. This lad has done really well. You know, he plays it onto his left foot. He drops a shoulder and he goes inside twice. And he literally comes off our player. Who does that come off? Bruno. He come off our player. I mean, it was on target. It got deflected off Miley. It looked like it got deflected off Miley, who was playing central. And it could have gone into the bottom corner, but it just goes wide of the post. Dan Burn now heads it up towards Wilson, who rolls his shoulder and misses the ball. Back to Palmer. Palmer now looks out onto that right-hand side. Again, straight. So easy for Newcastle just to pick any forward ball from Ipswich at the minute. It's Bruno now. Again, just slows the game down, just looking for movement. Plays it square to Trippier. Trippier out to Asula on this right-hand side. Miley now. Again, nice movement from Miley. I mean, it's literally Ipswich. It's just walking, not even marking anymore. Trippier, Asula, Trippier. Nice little triangles. Again, Newcastle just looking to pick the pockets. Nobody on that back stick. We just need somebody just to roll around the corner. Gordon plays a lovely line across the box. It could have come out to Miley. There was a shot across really low that Palmer gets his hand to. And there was
ref blowing a whistle.
Oh, there's an offside.
Flag it.
There's an offside. Who was that? Oh, it was Anthony Gordon. He rolls the shoulder, lovely Anthony Gordon, but he just goes a little bit too soon. Unlucky. Palmer now looking just to get the ball as long down the field as he possibly can. And again, Dan Burn. Sorry, that was Botman. I didn't realise he was on. He was that quiet. Botman just clears the ball. Nice to get in touch. Nice ball from Bruno
on,
down to Gordon. Gordon, again, just too predictable down that line from Anthony Gordon, and he gets blocked off quite easily by O'Shea. Bruno. Tonali back Out to Anthony Gordon, who's again just looking to come inside. He shapes to go to the far post. Oh,
you son of a... I'm about to tell you what, Gordon is trying for me, man.
I'll tell you
He
something
is
now.
trying for me,
He's
man.
picked up your message, he has, hasn't he? He's the only one who's looking.
Oh, man.
He drops his shoulder,
I thought
comes
that
on the
was in.
inside.
Oh,
That shape
man.
of that ball. I thought he was in the top corner. I really did. That was so close. The shape of that ball. Oh, woo.
That was too close.
It was. Not as close as Tonali's, but it was close. Palmer again goes long. Goes over everybody, and it comes all the way to Trippier, who again just slows it right down. Again, keeping the ball. Bruno's full of running. He really is. Oh, nice little ball over the top for Wilson and Gordon to get onto, but it was just watched. Oh, it's offside again. Gordon going too quick again. Thank you, referee.
All right, there is full time, ladies and gents. Hells, we're knackered, man.
Get in!
We are knackered.
We are knackered. But
Third
it's all
place.
good. The Tune has won.
Yeah.
And there it is. 3-0. Up the Tune.
Up the Tune.
Osula, man, scoring. That is crazy.
That is a great header as well.
And
Really,
it's
really
gonna
good
have us talking, certainly.
Yeah, like I said, for me, he looks a bright spark down on this right hand side. Certainly, somebody I think you can utilise. I mean, listen, let's not get our heads back a little bit. It's against Ipswich, who are playing with 10 men. But again, you've still got to go out there and produce. And I think that can only be really good to boost his confidence going forward. And I love looking at him. I think he's a bright spark. He always wants to get involved. He always wants to drop the shoulder. He always wants to try and get onto his left foot. And he's certainly not scared of utilising his left foot. He struck a great shot that unfortunately come off Miley. That looked bound. It was definitely on target. I mean, the keeper should have saved it, to be fair. But, you just never know these things.
Exactly.
But Newcastle now back in third on 62 points with a
back
plus
in third.
21. Go on.
That is right. Back in third, the Tune. We'll do the instant match reaction right now. I'll be there, Mighty Win be there, and whoever wants to join the call, join, of course, Gary when he does the full match analysis of the game. Well, when you going to do it, tomorrow or the next day?
It'll probably,
Monday?
yeah, it'd probably be Sunday,
Monday, yeah.
Probably Sunday evening if I get the opportunity.
Sounds good. And we'll be back right now. Instant match reaction. Don't forget to join us. You should be redirected immediately. But if not, just follow the channel. We'll be live in just a couple of minutes. 1 minute. Live with the instant. We'll see you in a minute, folks. Ciao, ciao. Take care. Thank you for being on the watch along.
Come on.